Everyone, roll me a flat d20.
Oh,
Everyone?
Yep.
starting off strong. Also,
What
hold
the
on, I forgot
fuck?
to give you your dice.
That's okay.
Guys, I'm withholding the DM's dice.
As you should.
I'm gonna put it in
Good
the
job,
little
King.
chat.
All right, everyone, roll in the chat. Roll in the chat. Let's see the rolls. See the rolls.
Bro.
See them rolls. Okay.
Fucking shit.
At 20s, damn, good rolls today. Good rolls.
And then
Awesome,
5.
Ricky, yes, sir,
We
Ricky.
don't add anything to it, just d20, you said.
Nope. Flat d20. Okay.
Okay.
that
Maybe this is
everyone?
my day where I'm not gonna roll good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8. I'm missing one more. 7. Okay. Maribel, will you please tell us what happened last session?
Oh!
Trauma.
Drama.
Drama.
Trauma.
Oh!
Trauma. Trauma.
Scarlet,
Oh, what
you will get this-
trauma has happened last
Sorry,
session?
Scarlet, you will get this reference Monster X.
Monster
Yes.
X.
Yes.
Drama, the Rama, the Rama, that song? Is it that song? Is
Yeah.
it that song? I'm hip.
Yeah.
I'm hip with the kids, guys. I know
Thinking
K-pop.
that song
Not the
too.
K-poops.
I'm hip with the kids.
I'm so hip with the kids. I heard down the grapevine that there was a thing called Monster Eckers. Eckers, right? Eckers. Monster Eckers.
The
Eckers.
Eggers.
Eggers.
Ex-
Eggers. Is it like EGG, like eggs? Like eggs? Like are they eggs?
Edgers?
Edge.
Edgers. Monster Edgers.
What's the
Sometimes it
edger?
does feel
Monster
like they're
Edge.
edging you on.
We
stuff.
edge.
Yeah, that's why that's why they're not actually saying like a drama like they're repeating it. It's actually just like them stuttering because they're
You're
edging.
stunning.
Drama the run.
My
I'm so
fucking.
sorry. I love you guys. Okay, but tell us more about the drama that happened last session that you remember.
Basically, it feels like a lot of us are just ending up getting really close to Celtis.
Oh,
He's the main thing that I remember.
My
from last
boy!
session. My boy!
boy.
My little
Yeah, he
snake
did get
man.
his. He did get his chest blasted in,
Mm-hmm.
and then just fucking crushed the skull of someone like with like ease.
Hot.
I will say that
Oh.
yes, that was a reminder that you guys
Me next.
is a horseman that you guys are around. So to remember to always keep your guard up. But yes, that did happen last
And I
session.
feel like we were
and
setting a lot of
there's-
the stage for Aurelia's adventure into
Oh,
discovering
yeah.
with keeping her unable to discuss her past.
Okay, that is correct. As they have been sent on a job to essentially do a favor for the corridor to free their name, and now they're realizing this goes a little more deeper than they expected. This is not just random killings of people from the corridor. This is a planned scheme of some sorts. An organized operation, if you may. We also remember last session, Ollie fucking murdered everyone. Holy shit, it was a gruesome. Half the time they didn't even attack, because
Yeah, and
they
then I
were
saw
set
the
on
teeth.
fire. And then you guys made it worse by Aurelia ripping the teeth out of a living body.
I
Just
also
shot killing
tormented them before they died with water. That was nice.
Oh god, I remember
Bro, and
that.
I thought I was
Oh.
the fucking war criminal last session. Jesus Christ.
Oh no.
Yeah, you
buried
enjoyed
through
that.
somebody's
Ricky-
spine.
No,
Oh,
remember
I love it.
Ricky had his first like follower of his kingdom, Ricky and Iki. Remember?
And Icky, yes, Ricky and Icky, which is just Ricky's name without an R. Icky. Actually, it's two I's. It's I-C-K-I.
Icky.
Icky.
Sorry.
I thought the same thing. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Some more stuff also happened last session. New bonds were made, promises were created, rituals that will last a lifetime. many wonderful things happened last session, at least
Um,
for Team Oshido, and then many horrible things happened with Team. What was it called? Enza's Rest.
Trauma. There's still
We
goop
also,
in my hair.
hey, you know, I heard it's great. It's great for the follicles. It's great for the follicles. Who the fuck is behind? No, there's nothing there. It's just my imagination. The voices, the demons, they're speaking to me again. Okay. Also, we learned of a new, I guess you could say, like, chess piece in this elaborate game that they are playing in Enza's Rest. Sister Eleanor. And it seems she is very powerful. After, you know, not even needing to be
Hey,
in the presence of someone to
sisters!
kill them. Hey, sisters! Not needing to even be in the presence of someone to just fully decapitate them. You know, let's start off with that. Last time we were there, you guys were sneaking into the room as you see what seems to be almost like an irrelevant Alwyn priest. As in a panic flurry, he dials a number which Carmela, you wrote down that number, correct?
Yeah.
Can you remind me what the number is?
It's 631462.
And after dialing that number, it seems to have gotten into contact with our said sister, Sister Eleanor. And it was in those moments that the same strange pink mist that it seems that the sisters have pierced through the phone and decapitates him, his head rolling down to the ground, eventually coming to a full stop with its eyes still piercing, staring at those who are peering in through into the office.
Sorry, really quick question. Who are there to witness the Owlin death? Just
Everyone on Enza's Rest.
oh, thank you. I thought it was just Carmilla, but thank
No, everyone at Enza's Rest saw that. Because they were all looking like, you know, like lined up like on top of each other, looking through the window. A little pure thing. They seem to investigate things a little like Scooby-Doo gang. You know.
Scooby
My
Dooby Doo.
investigation
Where
is
are
broken
you?
right now.
Okay. With that, you guys also see the phone slowly and gently clack back into place into the snail device, a communication device known to many in the land. Not many people have nor numbers nor access to them. They're very niche and rare thing to have. Kind of like back in the 80s where it was having any kind of cellular device was like, wow, you're in the future. It's crazy to even have something like that. So, yeah. What do you guys do, Team Enza?
Can I take the Allen's head?
Of course you would.
Can I take it?
We're
Yeah,
going
let's
inside, I
go
guess,
into the
and
room.
we're
Yeah.
going in the room.
Can you investigate the room?
Yeah.
Sure. Give me an investigation roll. See like all the
You're
stuff you
gonna
find.
hate me now for my investigation rolls.
Yeah,
You're-
I
The
already
least
do.
I can get
Okay.
on it is 20 now, which I did
Ah.
get. I got a 20.
Yo,
What?
what the fuck?
Oh.
My investigation is plus 13, then plus 6 for proficiency. So it just as a base, it's 19.
I was gonna roll, but it sounds like you got this.
Yeah, I died. I fucking died. Yeah, so I'm never going to ask Team Enza to roll for investigation because it seems like Carmilla just sees fucking everything.
Sees all.
Rogue expertise, baby.
Room expertise. Okay, so as you enter the room, luckily, it seems that you can see the corpse of the Owlin still kind of floating there. It seems like the pink mist lingers after it's used. It is still spewing out what seems to be delicious red crimson blood. It's not tainted and black like the rest of the actual creatures that you've faced thus far. The room is quite littered with different sorts of literature and books. many pages scattered around, and you can actually see that the still gripped into the hands of the floating corpse seems to be a file composed of a couple important documents. You also see a variety of different like spells and cants of the sort. And it seems the table itself, actually where the desk is, has an odd carved in marking. One that one of you is familiar with.
Is it the one that was on the pedestal in the first session?
Nope.
Is it Thieves' Cant?
Yes, that's correct. It is Thieves' Cant. Raleigh, you might actually know what this is.
Okay. Do I have to roll to figure it out? Like what it is? Or
Oh no, I won't make you roll for this since Carmel got such good investigation for you guys. So if you approach, you notice that the Thieves' Cant that's written there is similar to the sigils and Thieves' Cant that's written over your body that prevents you from speaking. Or at
okay.
least it represents one of the various symbols.
Okay.
And that's so far what you guys see in the room.
I have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
How much health do I heal if I drink the blood?
How much does your vampiric bite heal you for?
It's the damage that I do with it, so I have to roll, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, it's just like a fountain of blood at this point. It's like a chocolate fountain. If you drink from it, I'll let it heal you a good amount. I'll say, like, if you drink, kind of sit there and Billy and Mandy put your fucking, like, you know that scene from Billy and Mandy where he put it, he was like in Valhalla or some shit like that, and he just drank from the fucking straight fountain of soda. Yeah. Yeah, that if you just do that, I mean, like, I'll say you get healed to full.
Alright, I'll do that.
Can I grab the file out of his hand?
Yes, you may, of course.
So I do that. I would like to go up to the table and open it up and take out the contents.
Okay. Also, I want to get you guys into one little like quick thing. Instead of asking me, can I just say I want to do this, and I'll tell you if you can or not.
Got it.
He's like, I'm gonna do this. No need to ask us. Go for it. Go for it. Yeah, go for it. You open the contents of the files, and it seems to be in Elvish, but there's lots of words that you are not familiar with.
Are any of us in the party familiar with it?
Possibly.
I
Possibly.
I want to take a look at it and see if I can recognize anything.
Probably as you inspect the page, you realize it's in a, I guess you could say, a higher dialect of Elvish. It's in Sylvan. Lots of big, pretty words are used. It seems to be kind of like a scholar form of speech, not the traditional common Elvish that most people know.
Okay. Can I translate it for the rest of the group?
Yes, of course. Taking a moment to read it, you realize it seems to, in detail, describe the process of defilement. And it seems that you are now aware that this is the first step to 7 different steps.
Okay.
You're also made aware that on some of the pages, it seems that they are also kind of like notes that are, or not even notes, I'd say like letters that are supposed to be sent, like to report as reports to see how certain people are doing. It seems that there are different names of different individuals who go through this process or have gone through the process. their full names, ages, date of births, heights, all these like little details. There's also a strange there's something that's strangely put there as well under like the schematic of their or the format of what they are saying. It's purity of soul.
Okay. Can I know?
It
I want to
seems that they're-
know. Mhm.
Oh, go ahead.
I wanted to know more about the defilement and what that entails, like the first step.
It seems that the first step of defilement or the steps of defilement include rummaging the body in a way where it disconnects the mind and the body from the soul. And it seems that there's a specific a text that is repeated there that you're familiar with since you did hear the Owlin priest repeat it at one point. Break the mind, shatter the body, free the soul.
Okay. Are there any names on it that I would recognize or that any of the party would recognize? Like, is there anyone on there
One of
maybe?
the names, you see that the letters are addressed to the name you guys heard from the Owlin, Sister Eleanor.
Okay. Do I see the names of any of the Forbidden Corridor members?
That's very intelligent, very, very smart. Actually, you do realize that at least 3 of them are members from the corridor.
Okay. I share all of the information that I read. Like, on top of translating it, I'm also sharing the information with the rest of the party, minus the exact names of the members, just in case.
Okay. Smart. So what's the party feel? How's the party react to this?
So is this the information that we need to give back to the guy who's, keeping you basically hostage?
To Bits.
Yeah, whatever his name is.
I think he's gonna want to know a lot more than this. Knowing him and how he works, I think this is just like base level of what he wants. But I think we should bring it back to him and give him an update.
How about this? I point to the marking on the table. Isn't this the same thing that was? I'm not gonna say much, considering I don't know if you want this information told. But isn't this the same thing that me and Freer saw that night?
It's one of the symbols.
Isn't that kind of a weird coincidence, considering you said that those things are from, bits, whatever.
Well, it is just like a thieves' cant symbol, so it's pretty well known amongst majority, if not all, of Ence's Rest. So
pretty weird that it's on your body and on this thing, but whatever. I want to take a piece of paper out and just kind of trace, since it's carved into it, I guess you could kind of just shade over it and it should be on the paper. We're keeping this for later.
I also want to take the file. I do want to check it first, though. If anyone can check, because I don't think I do very good with checking for Arcana.
For Arcana?
Yeah.
Good Arcana check.
Okay. Should we check the file to make sure that there's nothing that'll keep it from, getting messed up if we take it out of, like, here?
I'll roll for that.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I have the rest of the party also roll for perception as you're doing that?
I got a 27. Do I have to roll for perception?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's say you're a little.
I got I got 22 for
So-
perception.
So did I. I got
I
a
got
9.
I got
18.
8.
So it seems as like Left is kind of just walking around, and you guys are kind of like not really, they're not paying attention. The rest of you hear crackling, like the crackling of lumber as it burns. It seems that the fire is getting closer and closer to the room that you guys are in. The one that was set earlier by Laugh.
Guys, I think it's time for us to get out of here. I don't know how close that fire is getting, but we should, get out.
Could I use a cantrip to control the flames? Or is it like too big?
I'd say if you could control the whole building that's ablaze, possibly, but I feel like it's a little too far gone to contain this time.
What if I buy us some more time? By just
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll
so
allow yourself some time.
okay, so I want
Give me a flat D20 roll. I want to see how much time.
got a 16.
You bought your team 16 minutes.
Okay. Nice.
We could also do an Arcana check of the room, and then we also have the option if we want to call the number.
I also have another idea to buy us a little bit of time. Here, let me send you this, Salem, and you can tell me if this does anything for us.
To Carmela, I'm kind of scared to call back that number, considering whoever was on the other side, Eleanor, whatever, killed that guy through the phone. So,
Kill me through the phone.
He's still kind of still floating there from whatever came through that phone. I'd rather not take those chances.
Can we could always save the number and call when we're not in like their space. If that sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay. I also, if you guys are okay with it, I want to look for any other files, any other information we could get from this room before we go.
Yeah, of course. I don't know if that would count towards the investigation we already did, if we have to do it again.
Yeah, I will allow it. I will also mention when you do your Arcana check, I'll say I'll include the room for that. It's a pretty high Arcana check. Yeah, the table seems to be very magical in nature. It's almost like you get like an eerie sense like the table is listening to you.
May I look around the table and see if there's anything that would be probably in
What's
it?
the table made of?
Yeah.
Seems to be just made of generic wood. Like there's nothing too special. It's been tinted to be like a mahogany, but there's nothing really too special aside from the sigil.
Yeah, I'd like to investigate the table specifically, like any of the drawers or whatever in it.
Yeah, go for it. Give me some investigation.
I'll go for investigation.
Or unless you want Carmela to do it.
Yeah, Carmela, why don't you check it out?
I got
lots of rolls for
one.
Carmela.
I did really bad.
A
I got
one?
1, but it's still 20.
Oh my god!
You
Criminal.
forgot that the proficiency brings it to 19 bonus?
Carmela's just like Sherlock Holmes at this point.
Yeah, they just blink and like, I know what happened. So yeah, you investigate the covers and you notice one of them is locked. The other ones seem to just have more files on different like different other participants. It states it's kind of like labeled as like participants or people who are voluntarily doing this. And there's just one that's locked. It has kind of the shape of the key is odd. It seems to be like a pin-like key. The lock itself is just like a circular. Kind of almost feels like it's circular and gold in tint. It's like I mentioned before, with a small pinhole. So it's an odd lock.
Is it pickable? Is it a pickable lock?
Yes, actually, I'd say with your investigation, you even realize that there's no way to open it with a key. You actually have to pick it.
Okay. I can pick it. I have my set.
Okay. In that case, give me a dex check to see if you open it or not.
Okay, so just regular dex.
Yeah, and if you're proficient with the tool, then add your proficiency bonus.
18 plus 2 plus 3. 20. 23.
23.
It took me a
With
second.
much ease. With much ease you unlock. And it's like it takes you a second, like not even 30 seconds, and you're already in it.
I'd like to say I'm impressed. That's all.
Do you say that out loud?
I think I say it out loud, but I meant to say it in my head.
So Aralia would look at Kit and wink.
Damn, that's hot.
Aralia would look at
like
Kit
that,
and
and
wink.
they've been great.
What's Kit gonna
sorry.
do? I hope Kit gets flustered.
It gets flustered, looks away. But like not nope, just looks away.
Just calls you a baka. Okay. As you open it, you see that there are these files are a little unique from the other ones, from the one that the Alwyn was carrying. These ones seem to be the files of the people of the church, so those who are working with for the church. The first one on the top, after inspecting it, has the label of Geronimo Casper.
Okay. Do I recognize that name from anywhere?
After further inspection, you notice there's a small picture inside of it, and it seems to be the Alwyn priest that was killed.
Okay. Can I take that file? Or is there like... Did that Arcana check like apply for all the files or just that singular file?
The Arcana check, I'd say, was general magic in the room. You notice not many things in the room except the table itself was magical, and it seems like these are just regular documents, just regular paper and clips. Nothing too special.
Okay. Can I take the Owlin's file? I don't want to read it right away. I don't want to waste time, but I just want to take it.
Under it, you see that there are other files, but they seems to be the nuns that you killed.
Okay, so I don't recognize any other names in there.
Yeah, it seems though that they didn't actually have names. They're just listed as nun, each one.
Okay.
But they have different pictures of different people.
Oh, maybe they weren't real people. That made me feel better about killing them.
And you said there were files in the other drawer for like people that were brought into the like church itself. Do I recognize any of those names?
Oh, repeat that one more time. Sorry.
Do I recognize any of the names in the other drawer, like not the locked one?
No. It seems that they just seem to be just civilians.
Okay. And are there any other like interesting files within that locked one? Anything that would have like piqued Aurelia's interest or anyone else's interest if they're looking in?
I will say, after inspecting a little more like the cabinet, maybe even taking out files from it, you notice that you kind of actually tap on the bottom of the cabinet, and you realize it's hollow, like there's a space under it. What would you like?
Did you find something, Aurelia?
The bottom of this drawer is hollow. Should we break it?
I mean, there's at this point, every information that we get, any information that we get, might help our cause. So
You have 5 minutes left.
Okay. I'm just gonna break it.
Give me a strength check.
Or
You just owie my hand, or fucking King Kong.
I
That shit.
got a 19.
oh, you're so lucky.
Okay. You fucking King Kong that shit. All right, you do shatter it, and you notice that there is actually an item under there. It seems to be a whip.
Okay.
I'd say you guys are losing a little time, so you can, if you'd like, you can inspect it later. You can inspect it now. How would you like to handle that?
I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna put it into my bag.
Okay. You guys are all right. You guys are done with the room, or what's the consensus?
How do you guys feel? You ready to leave?
I'm gonna leave if you guys are.
I think so.
Okay, how are we gonna get out of here considering the flames are coming from that way? I point to the entrance.
All right, I got you. I wanna.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanna cast gust of wind, like in a straight line towards the exit. That's gonna like spread out the flames from like that column, and it's gonna push us in that direction too.
Okay. And with a powerful and sharp gust of wind that protrudes from left hand, you can see a powerful wall kind of like push the door in and insulate a whole hallway from like protecting from the flames. You can still see the flames kind of like very slimly bordering it, but the wind is strong enough to push it to the side. And you realize that the whole corridor has been lit ablaze already at this point. It seems without this wall, you guys would be stuck.
Thanks. That was smart. Let's go. Let's start running out of here.
All right. As you guys kind of start to make your way out of the chapel, you can see that there's still a couple of doors that line like kind of the giant wind tunnel that's been created through the wall. As you're walking through, you can see people screaming in agony as they're kind of like trying to hit the wind wall, but they can't get through it. So this makes it look like a wall of screaming flesh and limbs as you make your way through. But you reach the end.
I'd like to say Kit kind of stops midway, staring at the people screaming. the thought process is going on. It's just like we can't just leave them there. I'm just staring off at them while everybody's still moving on.
You know, technically, if they go into the gust of wind, they get pushed towards the exit too.
Are you telling me? Are you actually telling Kit this, or are you saying this as a person?
No, I'm at. No, I'm just saying it in general.
Seems that they're too stupid and on fire, I guess.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't expect them to have high cognitive functions while they're on fire. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
you
real.
know, flesh melting off. You're in
Yeah.
agonizing pain, you know.
I
You feel
wouldn't
more
be
like a burnt
thinking straight
marshmallow.
either.
You can't one of the people that you're staring at who's kind of like pressing us against the wall that can't like do much. You can like almost hear like the gasps of someone saying, "Please help me."
I
Alright,
stand.
hold
I'm
out my
standing
hand.
next to Kit. I'm standing next to Kit, so I'd also try to help too.
Oh, so you guys want to try to help him?
You guys are crazy for that.
Carmena's already out the door.
Bye.
Yeah, reaching out my hand to try and help, just like Left is trying to.
As you guys kind of meet your hands with like the person like through the wall, it kind of like falls apart, like looping in your hands, like feels like mush. It seems that they've been burning for a little too long.
Fuck, I wanna step out and see if there's anyone I can save.
You want to step out into the flame?
Yes.
I'm traumatized, just kind of staring at the
Can you burn? Can you burn Left?
Left
Left
walks
can-
out into the blaze.
Oh,
Yes, I can, but
hold
I've
up.
got resistance.
Hold on. Left, take 4 damage of fire damage.
Alright.
That's half. Don't worry, half it. And give me a perception roll with disadvantage. Damn, Left being a hero today.
I don't know what you're talking about. Left has always been a hero.
That's,
His persona is a
Graggle has always been the hero.
Graggle's coming out from him right now. He can feel his inner Graggle. What'd you get?
14.
That was the lowest number? Gotcha.
Yeah, I got a 16 and a 13.
Okay, so you kind of look around and all you see is kind of like smoldering bodies. Some more clothed than others. But it seems like the room is just falling apart. There's not much left.
Fuck.
And left.
Mm-hmm.
Take 5 more fire damage.
Can I use a cantrip to extinguish any fire in a 5-foot radius around Left?
Very smart. Go for it.
Okay. It's just control flames. So I extinguish flames within the cube around Left.
Okay. Left, give me one more roll for perception after that. These seems to be a little easier to think clearly. No, your lungs aren't filled with smog and you can't, and being burned. You're being burnt. 15. Left, you hear something. It's faint. You hear crying. Like a crying from the distance. It's somewhere in this room. And you notice a small locked box all the way in the right-hand corner of the room.
All right. I'm gonna go through the flames and get to it.
Oof. As you make your way back through the flames, take 3 more fire damage. You make your way through the flames, but you reach the end of the room and you see the box, and the crying is more apparent. The voice that you can hear almost sounds like a small child.
Alright, let me pick it up and go as fast as I can back towards the exit.
Okay. As you make your way back, let's take another 3 fire damage. And you successfully make it back to the tunnel, the wind tunnel. You are, though, severely burnt holding this box.
I don't know if you're stupid or incredibly brave, but let's now get out of here. I unfortunately don't think we can do much for anybody else in this
No,
fire hole.
It's because I did that. I killed those people and I don't know what to do about it. I just want to be able to save someone, okay? I don't know.
Let's get out and save you. Let's go. While we're leaving, I'd like to cast healing word on him.
How much do you heal for?
Should I do this 3rd level or should I'll do 3rd level. Wait, how much damage did you take, love? Like in total?
Total 15.
Yeah, let's do the highest one. 10. You heal 10 hit points.
Thanks.
Okay. You guys make your way out of the flaming building. It seems that there are people outside watching as the building burning, not really doing much to stop it. There seems to be a crowd outside. You guys are covered in smog, soot, and and cinder. You can even see there's a little kind of I'd say kit your hair. You have a little tuft of hair that looks like a little match because there's a little fire on top of it from receiving being close to the flames. You can put it out real quick.
Yeah, I'm patting my head very, what's the word, favorably? Yeah, quickly.
Yeah, you guys are now outside the building as the building starts to finally collapse and be set ablaze. It's nothing left except rubble and a skeleton of what once was a chapel.
Which exit did we leave from?
I'd say the same exit you guys came in, the one that had the open door. So you're in the back alley basically. But you can't see there's from the end that you guys entered, you can see from there's a couple of people that are routing around where the front of the burning chapel.
I want to ask Lef if he needs help opening that box.
Here, let me check first. I want to try opening it.
Okay. The box seems to be unlocked. Very easy to open. As you open the box, there seems to be a small boy, no older than maybe like 5 years old. He's quite thin and small, but seems to be heaving a lot. Not a lot of air in the box.
Here, yeah. Can you help him? Do you have anything that help?
I have something in my bag for fresh air. Maybe that would help him. Where is it? Okay, I found it. All right, for everybody to know what it is, it's called Palliance. It's a plant that offers a small improvement to air quality. It's sometimes called sweet breath, thanks to the freshness of the air in its vicinity.
Oh, interesting. I love that. You see that they stop heaving as much. They seem to be able to calm their breathing down and actually like get full breaths of air. And you see their eyes were closed at one point, but they slowly start to open their eyes and they see all of you around them and they kind of jitter up. They're startled.
Calm down. You're
as they
okay.
look all at you.
All right. It's okay.
Who are you? Who are you people? Where's my mom?
Mom. Okay. For now, we were just gonna say that we took you out from the burning building.
I shouldn't be talking to strangers. I need to find my mom. She's in that building.
I'm kind of looking at everybody else. Yeah. What does your mom look like?
He seems hesitant to answer you all.
Right. You still see us as strangers. Well, my name is Kit.
Persuasive?
Oh, let's cut that off. That didn't happen.
Can I roll for persuasion to try and get him to answer?
Sure. I feel like you're the scariest out of the group, but got it. I love it. Let's go. Let me see that persuasion.
15.
Can I roll too?
Yeah, go for it. And what do you say to persuade them, by the way, Carmona?
I didn't think that far.
I didn't think I'd get this.
I will not eat you. Just tell me.
I got a dirty 20.
Oh shit. Yeah, when you guys do persuading, you gotta say something. What's the persuasion? What are you persuading them with? Or what are you saying to persuade them?
We're just here to help you. We're not trying to hurt you or anything. We don't want to hurt you or your mother. We just want to help you find her.
As you do that, you see the boy tense up a little less. He's not as tense, and what was it called? The little boy reaches their hand. I assume you're crouched down to their level, correct?
Everybody else is crouched down. I'm probably his height.
Yeah.
And they seem to be kind of reaching over to your horns around you.
Does she have horns like me?
As you say that, if you look a little closer, you notice he has two little nubs on his head as well. He has two little horns. And you see him like very kind of silently nod at you. Like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, No, these are my friends, and they also want to help you. Do you guys have any questions?
Yeah, yeah. Do you have a dad too?
Papa left us a long time ago. I don't know where he is.
A bit in the same situation as you, but I'm sure we can find out a way to make it out together. Okay. I'm sorry I don't know where your mama is right now, but I'll do my best to help you out. Okay.
He actually tenses up a lot less, and he nods to you. Like, yeah. He takes a moment to also tell you, I don't know what my mom did. I know she'd usually come here and then tell me to hide in the box while she worked. And she used to wear like all this black clothing, like all this black stuff on her body, and like a cool bandana. It was like white. I really liked it. Sometimes I'd wear it when we were back at home because I just like how it looked.
I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast myself.
What?
I killed this poor kid's mom, probably.
Left as a reaction to hearing this, Eldritch blasts himself.
I don't actually know, no.
I know.
He kind of like sits down a little, holding onto his legs. I didn't like when Mom came here to work because there are other ladies that dress like her and they're like mean to her. I don't like when people are mean to Mom. She told me to wait in the box like I always do because she didn't like to leave me at home alone. And I usually wait there, but then all of a sudden everything was really bright and it got really hard to breathe.
What's your name, kiddo?
Caleb.
It's nice to meet you,
What's your
Caleb.
name?
I look around to see if it's safe to say our actual names.
You definitely see it's quite safe. You guys are kind of alone in the alley right now.
Hi, I'm Lev. I'm sorry we had to meet in these circumstances.
I'm Kit.
I'm Auralia.
Camilla.
The little kid looks at you, Carmela, for a moment, and like he gives a little jitter, because he didn't expect you to be able to speak. And he kind of, as little kids do, points out the obvious. Does that hurt? The thing on your eye, it's like the big line. Does it hurt?
No, it doesn't hurt. Not anymore.
Why are your eyes so scary?
Because they are.
He
Just
takes a second to like touch his own eyes. Are my eyes scary?
They're not.
You can see him pout a little. Wish my eyes were scary.
Your eyes can be scary when you want them to. If you stare down somebody and don't show fear.
Mom always told me just to don't say anything and don't look at people, because people are mean here.
Yeah, I've met a lot of mean people, but I've also met some really nice people around here. I can't promise you there's a lot of things I can't promise you, but I'll promise you we'll find someone to take care of you for the time you can't find your mom, okay?
He gives you a little nod and he puts his hands out, kind of like he wants you to pick him up. Left.
Alright. I want to pick him up and put him over my shoulders.
And you can see like a little glimmer in his eye. He's like, I've never been so tall before. Do you think I'll be this tall when I'm older?
Yeah, you'll probably be a big, fearsome warrior. Your eyes can be scary then.
You can see him puff his chest up a little, like little kids do. And you can say, I'm a big, fierce warrior! Like, he kind of yells it out into the hallway, into the corridor that you guys are in.
I want to kind of conjure up another plant. It's called fox button. It has white petals and thick shiny leaves. And it's basically an offering to respect the friendship between strangers. As I take it out and give it to him and just like, here, so you know that all of us are your friends.
He accepts the flower and says right after, this is really pretty flower. I know Mama would really like this flower. He likes flowers.
Give it to her later.
Okay. You guys want to make your way out of the alley? Since he nods his head, and he's now just content being on left shoulders right now. Do you guys like to leave the alley? What do you guys want to do?
Yeah, I'd like to leave the alley.
Can I do one more perception check before we leave the
I
alley?
was about to say that too.
Oh, go for it.
Carmela, you got this. I got a 7. I got a 7 plus 2.
Looks around. Yup, it's definitely an alley.
24.
24. You look around. There doesn't seem to be really anything noticeable at all. You do see that the crowd in front is getting slightly more rowdy. But there's something specific that you actually hear from the crowd of interest. You can't quite discern exactly what they're saying, but it seems that there's something happening of importance in the crowd.
I want to walk over and see what it is.
Do you think we could split up for a bit?
Just me splitting.
Yeah. I know Carmela already walked off, but I'm asking Kit and Lef if they're okay with splitting up so we can keep, what was his name? Caleb? We can keep Caleb safe, but also still explore, what's going on.
We should have a meetup spot up, then, so we can meet back up.
Yeah.
Why don't we meet back at that bakery that Lef and I basically saved?
Yeah,
We can meet up
I
there.
was suggesting we go. Well, at least I'd go there for now. At least I want
Yeah.
to treat this kid to a meal.
I'll go with you.
Yeah, you guys can head out there and I'll stay with Carmela for now. And we'll meet up back at the bakery, even though you guys didn't know I was there.
You can actually feel the kid kind of start jittering on your shoulders left because they heard food, and it seems that they seem to have not had a meal in a while, so it seems they're very excited.
Yeah, we'll go to a place where the people know me. They're bound to treat you to some good food.
All right. As you guys you split the party up for a bit, you guys have to leave the alley though together because the alley only has one direction to go. as you guys leave before splitting up the party and get closer, you can hear someone in the crowd, kind of like shouting, like as there's like people like holding her back from like throwing herself into the fire. Baby, let me through. My baby's in there. It seems that there are several different people who are just holding her back at the moment. They're like, lady, you're crazy if you want to go in there. If there was a kid, he's dead. He's dead already. There's nothing you can do. And she just keeps like screaming like to the top of her lungs.
I turn to Carmela and I'm like, do you think that's Caleb's mom?
What does she look like, Salem?
And what does Caleb look like? I don't know if we got an idea of what he looks
I
like.
just remember that he has like little nubs.
Yes, he does have little nub horns. The outer white of his eye is actually black. He has big yellow, kind of like golden pupils, with a slight slit in the middle. It's not like very sharp, like probably you or Ralia, but it's like kind of like cats, little slits, like little baby slits. He does have kind of like a purplish blue kind of tone of skin, I'd say. And he's wearing a shirt that's a little too big for him. And he's wearing like kind of like his pants seem to be like a rag that's been tied in a way where it covers most of his legs. That's his appearance. He has sharp little black claws as well.
And how does this woman look?
She seems to have like very large protruding horns, with a similar tone of skin as the child, a purplish blue, but seems to be a much more deeper blue than the kid. And it seems that they also have they also shared like similar types of eyes as well.
Okay.
We could go over
Would
and
he
ask.
see her from the top of my shoulders?
Yes, I'd say as like you guys kind of turn to look at that, possibly wondering, you can hear Caleb on your shoulders, like kind of grab on your head a little and like shake it, and he waves an arm and yells, "Mama!" And the woman immediately stops screaming and turns to look around. She can't really see where she is because there's where it's coming from, because you see so many people around her. She's not too tall herself, kind of surrounded by people at the moment, but she did hear it. She's kind of now like looking around to see if it was just a paranoia, like she's just like hearing things, or if it was actually like her child.
Ralia, Carmela, you guys should go get her. I think it's safe to say that that's his mom.
Okay. Carmela, is it okay if I lead, or would you want to lead?
Yeah, you can lead.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up to the woman through the crowd, obviously.
Give me
Mhm.
it's quite packed, so give me a little bit of a, I'd say,
Acrobatics?
I was trying to discern between acrobatics and athletics. I was like, yeah, I'll do acrobatics. Give me a little acrobatics, see how you finesse your way through it.
I got an 18.
I got a 9.
Okay, so you guys are making it through, but Aurelia seems to be very good at this. Seems like kind of like sliding through people. Carmela, you seem to be just kind of pushing people side to side, like very, very roughly, kind of almost like shoving people. You get the job done, but as one is a lot more eloquently done compared to the other.
So am I close to the woman now?
Yeah, you're now right beside the woman who seems to be kind of frantically looking around.
Hi, you mentioned your son. What's his name?
She seems to be too panicked to realize you're talking to her.
Can I tap her gently to
Yeah, you can definitely tap her.
I want to try and tap her to get her attention.
She notices and she kind of like reels back a little and kind of like her arms up, and she like looks at you like, "Who are you? What do you want?"
Hi, I'm not trying to harm you or anything. I just want to know the name of your son. I heard you mention that your baby's in there. Um, or your child. I want to know the name of your child.
Since you said I'm not here to harm you, can you give me a persuasion with advantage since you mentioned her child?
Okay. 19 plus 8.
Okay, she relaxes a bit and reels back and very hesitantly says, "Caleb, that's my name. That's my boy's name."
Um, I believe we found your son. He was in a box. Um, we
Her
were in the
eyes
building.
widen as you're saying this.
We were in the building and we heard noises coming from a box. We brought him outside and he was asking for you.
With widened eyes, like her eyes widen, they soften quite a bit. And she takes your hand and says, Please bring me to them."
Yeah, of course. I take the lead in leading her over to where Kit and Lef have Caleb.
As you guys approach, Caleb does see her mother more clearly, and she can see Caleb as well. There's tears that well up in her eyes, as you can see Caleb's now like doing that little kid thing where he's dangling his legs. He's very happy to see his mom, and the mother like approaches like quickly, almost kind of like left. They're almost like trying to climb you at that point because they're trying to get to their son.
Yeah, of course I'm gonna let him down.
With a very like tight and strong hug, you can like see as this mother presses her son's face like into her chest and just like kind of crouched down to his level, and they're hugging each other. You can hear, "Oh, thank God. It's so wonderful." And then the child is just happy that his mom is there. And in a moment, he pushes her away just to show her the flower and says, Mama, look, I made cool friends and they gave me this flower to give to you." Her eyes still kind of swelled up with tears. She takes the flower and looks at all of you, still trying to like hug and embrace her child, and just, "Thank you for saving my boy, thank you." And yeah, that is what do you guys do?
I want to kind of pat Left on the back because I know he was basically on the verge of tears with not being able to save anybody, but yeah, as a good job, basically.
Yeah, I'm just feeling very, very relieved.
Do you want to still treat them to food?
Of course. Hey, you two. I know you've both gone through a lot. Can I treat you to some nice food?
You see the mother a little hesitant, since it seems that like she has that expression. It's like she's not sure if she can pay for something like that.
Don't worry. I'll pay for anything you need.
You can see the little kid kind of hopping and like, "Can we, Mama? Can we?" As she wipes some tears away and kind of caresses his cheek and says, Yeah, baby, yes, we can. And she picks up her boy, kind of cradling him, and they follow your lead.
All right. I'd like to go back to the bakery with them.
All right. Can you remember one more time of the title, your hero title?
Yeah. Graggle?
Graggle.
Uh,
I see. It took you
yeah.
a second to remember. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, no, I was trying to remember my titles, but that's something only the masses know me as, so.
Gotcha. As you get to the little shop, you can see that the keep, they lift their head because they hear the chiming of the bell from their door. And they're like, hey, it's Graggle, guys! And everyone's like, hey, it's Graggle! You can see the mother and the son are quite surprised. Like, people know you. Wow, it's crazy. You're like a celebrity to them. They're amazed.
I just did them a favor. But, yeah. To both of you, I'm sure if I let them know I know you, they'll let you have anything you want.
The kid runs out of his mother's arms, kind of like drops down and runs in excitement, looking at the different kinds of bread and assortments of food. The store clerk does kind of look at you guys, and it's like, oh, and it looks like you brought some friends. So tell me, what can I get you guys? And by the way, who's the scamp?
Scamp?
Yeah, a little one staring at all the goods over there. She kind of looks down to him. Would you want something there? I can grab you anything you like, hun. Kid's kind of like still like shakes his head but looks back to like the window to see what he can possibly grab there. So yeah, it's your guys go.
While the kid is deciding on what he wants, I'd like to speak to the mother a little bit.
Okay. Still wiping tears from her eyes as she notices you want to speak with her.
Hi. I'm sorry, I wanted to speak with you. It's our fault we put your kid in danger, really. I'm sorry. I don't know what you were tangled up in with all that. And frankly, I don't know the extent to which we're tangled up in it. But I'm sorry all that happened. And the least I can do is repay you for anything we've taken from you. So, here. I want to give you this to help you get back on your feet a little. I want to give her 24 gold, which is all my gold.
She's left speechless. I don't even know how. She chuckles a moment. Honestly, I should be thanking you more. You did me a favor.
I just want that kid to have a good life. Okay? He loves you a lot. And I want you both to be happy.
You see, I take in odd end jobs all the time. It's really hard to get work out in the rest, and this is just one of them that we're paying really well, and it was helping us get by. Honestly, I don't know what sick fucked up things they did in there. I didn't even want to know, but hey, I made money and felt like I was gonna go crazy in there if I kept doing this, but my boy. Honestly, I should be thanking you more. I'm not stuck in there anymore. Please, if there's anything I can do to help, let me know. You've already done so much more than anyone we've ever met here, the rest before. I don't think I've ever met anyone as kind as you. As you lot, all of you. Thank you. I never got your names, I'm sorry. So rude of me. I'm a Maricel. What are your names?
I'm Kit.
People around here know me as Draggle, but you can call me Life. That's my name.
I'm Moralia.
I'm Camilla.
Well, you bunch sure do look like you'd fit pretty well in Enz's Rest, but you don't act nothing like the people from here. I can say that much.
Honestly, trying not to be.
I just think the world would be a nicer place if everybody just kind of took care of each other. That's how they do it where I'm from, at least. I just want to see people happy.
They give you like a pat on the chest and say, see my kid right there? I think you left a mark on it. Promise me you'll keep being a good guy, because people like my kid need that.
Yeah, of course. And I'm sure that with a good mom like you, he's got a bright future ahead.
Like, she kind of like covers her mouth with one hand and like waves you. It's like, oh, stop. You're making me blush.
I really wish I had a mom like you.
After that, it seems that the kid is now ready to order something, and it seems that he chose 5 different breads. One of them actually being Aurelia's favorite, since it seems that he also likes that a lot, that specific bread. Aurelia, you mind telling me or reminding me which bread was?
I'm pretty sure it's the berry bread that Kit got for me last time.
That is correct. That's correct. He seems to be ready to have them paid. The shopkeep kind of brings you closer, kind of signals to you left to come over to the stand. Come over to their little
Yeah,
teller.
I'll go over there.
So they're kind of like just like doing numbers in their head. It's like, so is that everything you're going to get here? Just bread? You shouldn't want like a hot meal or something?
Hey, it's what the kid wants, I guess.
All right, if that's it. You know what?
Can I ask Aracel if there's anything she'd like?
Yes, if you'd like to ask, you can definitely ask.
Hi, Aracel, I just wanted to see if there was anything you'd want too. I know that Caleb is really having a great time grabbing everything, so if there's anything you want, you can definitely get it as well.
Oh, you've given me so many things. I can't keep asking. It's like I can't just keep taking from you. I don't want to grab your arm.
Food is a necessity. If you need something, you can take anything you want from here. It's not a problem.
Roll for persuasion. I heard the clinking.
I got a 14 plus 8.
+8.
Yes.
Okay, so she kind of like beats the bush around a second. It's like, oh, okay, I'll take one. And then they kind of ask, "Is it okay if I can ask for a hot meal, something I can pack away for later, for Caleb?"
Muff, is that okay with you?
I mean, I don't know. It's up to the shopkeep.
Well, you
The
seem to be
shopkeep.
close with them.
Yeah, I want to look in his direction when I say that.
The shopkeep kind of gives like a sigh and kind of understands the situation now that you're like helping out a family. Like, I'm sorry, Graggle, I'd feel bad making you pay for this. I'll give you 2 hot meals for it on top of the bread, and it's on me.
Thanks a lot. I'm glad I can count on people like you.
It's like, hey, don't go taking advantage of it. Just I feel inspired, you're the hero and all, and you're doing hero-y things here.
Hey.
Sometimes maybe I want to do that too.
You're doing pretty nice things too.
With that, they go to they kind of like shake their head like, oh, all right, and they go to the back as they go to prepare some hot meals for the kid and the mother. All right. What a wonderful, wonderful little moment. I imagine you guys all sit down now at a couple of tables and just conversate. The kid now having really happy since in all his time he now has friends that he gets to talk to, and now he seems to not be able to stop running his mouth. I'd say with that, let us now move over to our wonderful friends who throughout this night have been traveling to Oshido. They are almost to their final stop. Let's see with start with Elliot and Salatus. You guys are on the top of the roof still as you're approaching the sea, it seems. So, Elliot, what do you do?
It's still nighttime, right?
Yes. Still night. Still the midst of the night.
I think Elliot's just sitting there, watching as the landscape passes and holding on to the cloak. But she always has on her back.
Celtus taps you on the shoulder and like points out. Have you ever seen the sea before?
See? No, I haven't. Not really.
They kind of turn your head to look at the sea now that you guys are starting to cross right by it.
Oh. Wow. It's beautiful.
It is. It's quite large too. I've sailed on it before, and it's very freeing being out there. Just no rules, no big people saying big words all the time. Just you in open air.
Sounds amazing.
You can actually see as like the waves kind of softly flow away from side to side. You can see the glisten as the moon shines on the surface. Occasionally you can see probably a couple of small sea creatures as they occasionally make their way up and back down into the water for a bit. You guys can enjoy the beautiful view. Celta seems to have something on their mind, but they haven't just quite asked you yet.
I'm gonna do the same little, like, shoulder poke. You look like you're thinking about something. What's up?
Kind of, you can see him kind of start playing with his tuff on his chest, like he's like twirling it with his finger. I don't know if this is rude or not, but the cloak on your back, was it a gift?
You could say that, yeah. Why?
I always see you kind of wrap yourself with it, so it must have meant a lot, I think.
Yeah. It was my dad's.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to if it's sensitive.
Hiding from sensitive topics for too long is not good for anyone.
Yeah. I guess you're right. I was only asking because I don't think I've seen a cloak like that made of what it is and that large before.
What do you mean by that?
His head kind of tilts to the side. Do you not know what your cloak is made of?
No. It wasn't mine, remember?
Oh. Oh, I guess.
What is it made of?
It's made from It's made from a material that comes from a really odd creature called moonworms. They're like a kind of drake, but they don't got arms or legs. And they sleep a hell of a lot. Actually, so much so that you can only see one awake every 1,000 years. I've never seen one awake. Haven't lived that long yet.
Interesting. I think she kind of just like pulls the cloak over herself more, almost to like completely encase herself in it.
He looks up to the sky a little, and he kind of continues telling you about it. You see, they only wake up to make stuff that they call moonlight silk. Now, they don't make a lot of it, but they make just enough. It's really cool material.
Really?
It reflects light, but almost like it absorbs it. You can put. I remember when my dad showed me it the first time. He just put the string in the middle of the sun, and it made a perfect black line under it. It was the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Have you ever seen a cloak like this made out of it? Or just the string?
I've only seen a little bit of the string and some of the materials for it. I've never seen something made purely out of it.
Huh.
like enough to. I've seen them make enough to make maybe like a shoulder cover, like a little bit to cover someone's small shoulder, or like a glove, but never enough to make a full cloak. Especially that one that's that large, because you know you're not too short either. So
Yeah. If one string can do that much, I wonder what this could do.
it's crazy. They say if you leave it in the moon for long enough, or in the sun for long enough, it glows, and it glows. It's really pretty, like, whitish color. I've never actually seen it happen. I just heard it from my dad. And it's really good with certain kinds of magics. I don't really know which kinds. I just know it's good with magic too. It's like it takes light and makes it into something.
Wow.
Moonworms are weird.
I think with all that information, Elliot stands up, kind of adjusts the way the cloak is on her shoulders, and like covers almost her entire body in it.
As you do that, you feel your feet sink a little.
What?
Celta seems to not be paying attention because he's kind of just like talking more about the worms.
Celtus, my feet are sinking right now.
He kind of turns around to look at you and says, "What?" And with that, you completely sink. And they just look around like, eh? Eh?
I'm just imagining this fucking happen. Oh god. Okay, so what do I see anything? Or is it just like pitch black?
You see pitch black except for a silhouette that seems to be shaped like Celotus, and you can see him on top of it looking side to side like, eh? Eh? And you kind of as you look around, you see other silhouettes. You see one that seems to be oddly shaped, kind of like a couple of people are sitting down. You see odd ball-shaped ones that are just kind of like walking, rummaging around to kind of be shifting side to side around. And yeah, there's just a lot of odd
Do I
shadows.
see any shadows that I don't recognize? Or just like people I haven't seen before?
It seems that you recognize all of the shadows that are currently around you. You actually start to see, as you start to inspect more, you see more shadows of like different things. Some that are like plant shapes, some that are rock shapes, some that are, and they seem to like be all scattered around in the distance. Just these like holes of like different, allowing bits of moonlight to shine through them. It's quite a beautiful scene. And it's as far as you can like visibly see, just pure moonlight, like piercing through the veil of pitch black that you feel.
Can I try and like raise my hand up and like touch the bottom of Celotus' foot?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Kind of like do a little like a poke, not like a light tap, but not like a punch or anything. Just like, you know, I'm assuming he's wearing boots. Or
No,
something like
he's
that.
barefoot.
Oh, he's barefoot.
He
Okay,
walks-
fair, valid. I'll just do a tap then on his little foot. Be like, yo, I'm down here.
The sensation is odd, but it feels familiar to you to move around. It almost feels like when you're shadow stepping, so it feels pretty easy for you to move around. And from the shadow, your hand kind of lures over and places itself on one of his like I guess like toes, because you know he has big feet, and you kind of grab onto it, and with that you can see him like very harshly jump up and back, kind of pulling you straight out of the shadow.
Oh.
And when he lands, it's kind of like a moment of, as he's landing back, he creates another shadow, and you fall back into that new shadow.
I'm gonna cast a message and say, please stop jumping around. This is a very weird sensation. Please, just I'm below you. I'm in your shadow.
When you say that, he looks down. He can see your hand still grabbing onto one of his toes, his foot. And when he goes to inspect his shadow, he realizes his shadow is shaped like you. And he's like, oh, Sean. Then he kind of very cautiously goes to grab your hand and starts to slowly pull you out. And as he pulls you out, your shadow starts to like vanish and his shadow starts to appear once again. And he kind of puts you away from the shadow. What did you just do?
I think with like a smile, but also like with a tinge of sadness, because I'm sure she can recognize that that's what Memphis used to do. She's like, I was in your shadow. I think we found out what the club does.
You can see him like kind of poke his head a little closer. You like really close. You can see like the tip of his mask kind of almost touching your nose now. You can do that too?
Too? What do you mean I can do that too?
There's only one other person I know who can do that. My brother, I think you've met him, Proto?
Proto can do that?
Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, my dad used to collect lots of the thread wherever he could find it, and he made it for Proto, because Proto had like, he's a little different from us. He's supposed to be a red dragonborn, but his scales are didn't come out right. And light hurts him a lot. So he's a little delicate. So my dad scoured the world to find the thread and lined his armor with it, but only little bits around, like, you know, his joints and stuff. And ever since they did that, they started doing like something special, I think, and all of a sudden, every time I would go, I was laying down in our barracks, or I was resting, he'd always tease me by grabbing my leg or pulling my tail. And he'd just go into the shadows. I never knew how he did it. How did you do it? Maybe I can learn how he did it.
I just stood over your shadow and I just fell into it. It wasn't anything I was actively doing.
You should look into that. That's kind of really cool.
Yeah.
I thought my brother was the only person in the world who could do that.
I feel like that raised a lot more questions than it did give answers.
Wish I had the answer to those questions.
Wish I knew where my father got this cloak. Can't exactly ask him that.
Sorry for
No, it's fine. I don't mean to dampen the mood. With due time, I'm sure we'll figure it out. We'll find more silk somewhere. As scarce as it is.
on the bright side, look over there. As you guys see the final train station, you are now approaching. You have officially reached Oshido.
With that, can I knock on the roof of the train car?
Yes, as
Kinda
you
like
knock on
get their attention.
As you knock on it, you startle Verrier, who seemed to have fallen asleep while eating wyvern, still covered in a couple of bones and delicious food.
How much of this shit is left?
Seems that all that is left is just a couple of meaty ribs and what's left of the thigh, or what the other half of the thigh that you're still eating till you fell asleep.
Oh, God.
And
I
after
gotta
I
take this
knock,
shit with me.
I'm gonna yell, "Hey, we've made it to Oshido, guys. We're here."
Home! Oh, and I'm gonna rush
to
to
wake
grab
up.
all my food. I'm gonna rush to grab all my food and be like, hey, boss, thanks for the food. I gotta go.
You can. I think like you probably went to the cart, did that, and ran, and you can see the guy like sit there with the rest of the ships, like and then after a second, you can hear it get filled with laughter, like they were happy. At least you enjoyed the meal. But okay. You've all reached Oshido.
I'm a snack as I walk.
I do want to, what's it called? To check the people in the car, like Maribel and Ricky. And can I just like, if they're asleep, I want to like gently wake them up. I don't know if they're asleep, I'm just wondering.
I
You
knocked pretty
gent-
loud. I don't know if they're heavy
you
sleepers or not.
gently-
Sorry.
I think Maribel probably is because they
Yeah.
sleep with Jura.
Yeah.
Jura
Jura's a
definitely
snorer.
Jura snores, Cannon.
And probably
This
when they
time
wake
I'm
up, they
actually not
stomp
asleep.
around.
Oh, you're.
Oh.
Are you having floor time?
No,
What time?
I was having wall time.
Wall.
What is
time.
wall time? That's a wall
Just
time.
wall time is when I sit in a corner, stare at a wall, and I'm just creating scenarios in my head, just like, okay.
Oh, for a moment I thought
Me
you meant,
every
like,
night.
for a moment I thought you meant like I used the paint Ricky got to paint the wall and I'm watching it dry.
And watch it dry.
No, I'm just, you know how sometimes when you're drawing or you're writing something, you kind of just zone out. And you start to like scribble in the same spot. She's just doing that with her leg.
Aww.
So she's taking her pen and she's just scribbling into her leg.
Okay.
Okay. I want to approach Maribel like
Clean shit.
quietly and just tap you in your armor like a couple
Quinker?
of taps. Quinker?
Oh, hi, Jax. Is everything okay?
Oh yeah, everything's good. I just wanted to let you know that we just arrived in Oshido.
Already? How long has it been?
Oh, just a couple of minutes. I just wanted to check everyone in the cabin to be ready to unload.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Sorry, I wasn't really paying attention, but thank you.
No, don't worry. Let me know if you need anything.
Thank
And I wanna go look for Ricky.
As you kind of walk through the train, you get to the engine room where it seems that Ricky and Icky are conversating.
Ricky, Iki,
Um,
and Peppy, the gang.
and Peppy, yes. Icky is like telling Ricky, "Yeah, I think we got to the place we were going to go to, boss."
Can I interject really quickly? Can we petition to change Peppy's name so that it matches the Ricky Icky, and they
Ricky,
have their
Iki, and
own?
Sticky. Boom.
Yes.
Sticky. Why sticky?
Sticky. So that it
Stubborn and pain.
rhymes and
Yes,
it
'cause-
matches.
Okay, imagine this. I drop Peppy.
Listen. I petition. The next one's name is Dicky.
Vicky.
I was gonna.
Dicky.
I was gonna say no. Do you know
No,
why
Dicky.
I like Pep? No, I'm gonna tell you guys right now. You know why I like Peppy? Because it reminds me of the meme. It's finally me and you and me and you and your friend Steve.
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 You know what? Fair. He has
Your
to be
friend
the outlier.
Peppy, beepity beepity beep, Peppy.
I feel like Kika should make a name, like how we're called the band. Like how Kika should have his own little
Ricky and
group
the
name
Rixers.
for him.
We're the band and Ricky's follower, the gang. You know,
The gang.
Okay.
the band and the
Kika, you there?
gang.
Our
Ricky,
bodyguards.
You there? You're existing.
And
Ricky.
Rikai.
Yo, that's how you
Uh,
sound like.
Icky's talking to you. He's like, "Hey, boss, I think we reached the end of the trail."
Wait, I forget. He could understand me, right?
Yep.
Yeah, because you both
Okay.
speak the same language.
I had to make sure,
Both
double
speak Ricky.
checking.
Okay, you good.
Which I'm now coining the term that Ricky speech is called. It's though you say Ricky, it's not called Ricky speech. It's called drone speak.
I was gonna say he's just so egotistic. He named a language after himself.
Damn fucking right.
You see that? Fitting.
All right. What do you say, Ricky, in reply to Icky?
Where are we again?
We're in Oshido.
The Icky kind of replies, "I don't know. I just run on this little treadmill until eventually we get somewhere.
We also have to change.
I
the
think there's
backdrop.
water." Ah, yeah. Can we get the backdrop changed to? Let's just do the forest for now, because we don't have an Oshido. While you do that, I'll look for a D&D background for Oshido.
So where are we?
Oshido.
Are we like in the train still?
I mean, I'm
You're still in the
assuming we're
train.
still in the station. I'm just trying to call everyone to get out of the train.
All right, guys, I love you. Have a look around town. Make sure you don't get into any trouble. I gotta go find my dad. I'll see you later.
Wait, you're the only one that knows this place. You could be our guide, and you're
Bro
running
just
away.
dropped a love bomb for the first time.
So this is what Aralia and
Dude.
Kit felt.
Is this what platonic
Bro
love
said
feels
love you
like?
guys and then fucking left.
Yeah, bro, I gotta go find my dad. It's the most
He
important
said,
thing right now.
he said,
Thing
love you
is, bro,
guys.
we don't
Know you're the
this
only
place,
one who
and
knows
the only
it.
person that knows it abandons the party.
Yeah. He's just like, hey, love you guys, but I'm not gonna help you. I'm gonna
Pretty
go
careful
now.
explorers, right?
Aralia and Kit, I feel you guys right now. I feel abandoned.
Yeah.
If you need help, give me a yell. You hear as I fly away.
Wait, hold on. Can
Got
you say that again?
message.
Can you say that again, please?
If you need help, give me a yell. And I'll fly away.
I had to. Sorry.
There you go. That works, I think, Ika. What do you think?
Wait, hold on. I might have an idea. I might have an idea. Oh no, never mind. Hehe. But yeah, like, do I find Ricky?
Yeah, you definitely find Ricky, but you see them saying like, Ricky, 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 Ricky.
Fuck. Can I like grab a can of paint and kind of just shake it in front of Ricky? I'm trying to like let him know that I'll give him that can.
How do you respond, Ricky? As you're most likely multitasking at this current moment.
Maybe I should let him solo task first before I ask him this question. Just a tiny intermission.
Intermission.
What are we doing?
Oh, we're waiting.
We're waiting for
Four?
Kike.
Yeah. He's changing the background. For Oshido background.
Well, I hope he is. I don't know if he is or not.
I'm downloading it.
Oh, okay. I was like, say yo if you're there. Appreciate it.
Burrow's getting more and more constipated every time.
Hey.
What sound do you think Ricky makes when he's pooping a lead ball?
I don't think he makes any sound.
It's probably like a robot clank. Just a like.
Yeah.
You ever heard of
Little
like
sound.
conveyor belt running? Just like a.
Or like a pinball machine. You know when the pinball is like hitting shit?
And then when it finally goes down, you hear the clunk of the lead ball, and you go.
It's the most concentrated
It just,
shit
it just
ever.
goes, "Pring," and then the fucking lead ball falls out, and it's just. Dunk.
Hold on, let me see if I can find a sound effect that kind of fits that. Fuck, why do I need to see a 20-minute ad for a 5-second video? I hate that.
Ooh, Oshido.
Town of Oshido. A little bit of sailors kind of harbor town, I'd say.
Oh, I love it.
You see large boats, lots of people who usually work down near the decks. It's a but also there's a couple of homes, a couple of families who live here. Not super big compared to Igston, where you can spend days and days going through the town. Still not as a city and still not see anything. You can probably take a day and get to most major things here. See most major things. As you guys close into the station, and you guys are getting
we weren't in the
situated on
station yet?
street. Oh no, I'm saying like, no, yeah, you guys are at the station. So kind of like I imagine like it's doing the still as like you're trying to like quickly get off. I even imagine that in that moment, Fear just opens the door, even it's still slowing down, just jumps out.
Yeah,
You
I'm
go,
flying.
"Fly."
I'm flying away with wyvern ribs and a half-eaten thigh that I'm just
And-
munching on.
You can just like see Celtis like see as you fly away, like, like, the train hasn't stopped.
Celtis is just having so many shocking things happen to him right now that he's just
I'm
concerned.
so sorry.
He like puts
Yeah,
his
bro,
hands
I'm
on the
home,
back
I'm
of his
gone.
head, like he puts like his hands on the back of his like on the sides of his helmet, like there's protocol. I haven't inspected the area. We're supposed to meet someone here, and he just left.
I'm just gonna put my hand on Celtis' shoulder. Breathe, it's okay.
Wait, what time do you say it is?
It's like I'd say like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, maybe. Still dark enough for like vampires can be.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Well, like I made it a force of habit to ask the time.
Head for the
as-
docks.
As you're kind of Furious went out,
Caw-caw,
he's exploring
caw-caw,
now, trying to
caw-caw.
find you can see Celtis now get off of the train, and like they don't offer you a hand, Elliot, because they know you can just shadow step.
What if I wanted
just
him to
kinda like-
offer me his hand? What if I wanted that? No, I'm kidding.
Maybe I want to be considered, you know.
So
Yeah, no,
then he's just like kind of watching you, waiting for you to come back down.
I'll just shadow step next to him.
as you guys get down, he does a quick. He asks you, Elliot, can you do me a favor and inspect this side of the train? I'll inspect the other side to see if there's anything odd or
Yeah.
unusual.
You got it.
Roll me for perception.
While that
Perception.
is happening,
Perceive.
can I, gather my
Proceed.
belongings? I'm gonna come out with my staff on hand because I'm a little scared that I will be kidnapped again.
18.
You remember that you can't leave the thing until Celtic gives you the
Well, like,
okay.
can I at least like be ready at the door then?
Yeah, of
With my
course.
stuff.
I'm curious what Ricky's doing now because he's been told that you guys are somewhere. And he's decided I'm just gonna sit here and wait. I'm curious of what Ricky's going to.
I mean, I try to get Ricky with the paint.
He seems uninterested today. Interesting.
It's a different color.
I wanna go to the water.
Then hold on.
Can I say it's safe to assume Ricky's like, you know how like dogs like claw at the door, like they want to go out? That's Ricky's clawing out the door because he wants to go out.
Except there's fucking like 3 of us.
God.
Wait.
And he
Can
has
I-
metal
Oh,
claws, so there's
on.
probably dents in the door.
As a nice gesture, can I like splatter some water into Ricky? Like, don't worry, we're gonna let you swim in a bit. Like he's a little
Second
moist.
they open that fucking door, I'm bolting. Me and the homies are bolting.
Me and the homies got places. to
Ricky's
be.
gonna have his bitch
Got
episode
places to
today.
be.
Damn, Ricky Beach episode.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky, Icky, and Peppy in swimsuits. I'm sorry, I just imagine them like in fucking bikinis, but like they're not wearing properly. Like they have like one of the boobies on Ricky's head, the other one's like
Wait,
flip
yeah,
on the
like
side.
Stitch. He's wearing
Yes,
the
like that.
yes.
Fucking. I will allow it.
Thank you.
What are you allowing? I need to
Oh
know.
my god.
Nosy.
In bikini swimsuits, dude. Let me see this. Oh,
If I draw that, I'm gonna draw Peppy, just like in like a top part of a bikini. Like one of the.
oh,
one
so
of
you're gonna say like he has like fucking like his own swim trunks, but it goes all the way up to his like neck, so he's like his little arms wheeling out, like, hello, I'm wearing only pants.
Only pants.
Only pants from OnlyFans.
Only pants,
Eight-
Peppy.
So, Elliot and Celtis check out everything, and it seems with their good rolls, they do not find anything out of the ordinary. It seems everything is well kept, nothing bad. But there is something that Elliot notices, not really regarding the train itself, the land well. You do notice there's a sky whale that's landing.
I'm gonna gesture to Celitus real quick.
Mhm.
Hey, do you know anything about that sky whale?
Celtis looks at the sky whale after meeting up with you, and they're like, no, there shouldn't have been anyone programmed to be here. It should have been just us, and, well, of course, the leader of Oshido. What else?
Right. I'm just gonna
I'll make sure to
watch. Yeah, I'm just gonna watch the sky whale.
So, you guys take a moment to just stare at the sky whale. Calico, your sky whale has just landed in Oshido. And to your surprise, you notice the train has also just arrived to the same station. What do you do?
I think Calico wouldn't, like, first thing, go see if he can find them. I think he would first see if he can contact Ajax somehow.
Alright, go for it. Go for whatever you'd like to do.
Trying to think the best way to do that.
Send a
As you-
butterfly.
As
I'll
you
know
are
it's your
thinking,
fucking ass.
as you were thinking what to do, I want to take a moment to take a quick rewind to before the Skywell came here. There was a detour that the ship made, landing at the port in the well. And we're not going to I'm not going to say what exactly happened, but I will say that when the whale left, it seemed those who were inhabiting the whale and landed didn't exactly find what they were looking for. And let's just say there were a much larger number of casualties than when you guys left it. You can see as windows and window frames and doors kind of slowly creak, slightly blowing into wind. Some signs of different shops splattered with blood. And the corpse of the sheriff you guys never got the chance to meet is hanging at the entrance sign. That was the last scene at the port, at the well port, after the Skywell left. But now the Skywell has made its graceful stop here. So, Calico, what were you going to do? What were you going to say?
I think I'm going to, because now I'm closer to my cat, I'm going to look through its eyes.
I just want to say that I made it a habit of
Strangling the cat?
No, no, just like for context of what they could see, I've been getting into the habit of carrying the cat in my shoulder because it's not as big as a tiny cat.
So, from that POV, from that POV, you can definitely see Ajax kind of get their hands up as they're trying to calm down Ricky, and you can hear the screeching of metal as they're scratching onto to a door of a strange room you are not familiar with.
Is it just them there?
I'd say you're familiar. Take someone to look around as well, and as they look around, you see Ajax, Maribel, and Ricky, and what seems to be Ricky's new friend, which you're not exactly sure who they are, but you see another version. It's like you see two. You see Ricky and another version of Ricky, but one slightly different from the other.
Huh. Alright. I am going to...
Oh, by the way, when I say that Ricky's like clawing on the thing, he's clawing and his mouth is open, so then like Peppy's hands are also out scratching on the thing. So it's like
You
they're
see
trying to both
two
scratch.
tiny green nubs like
Yeah, coming out from Ricky's mouth, also scratching on the door.
I think I'm just gonna like, leave the Skywell and see it. Like, just like... Maybe go find like a cafe or like tea shop, and then sending Ajax where I am and that we should meet, and maybe alone.
It's like bro saw an animal locked in a fucking car in the middle of summer with the windows up, and he's still leaving me in there. How fucked up.
Rick is gonna die of a heat stroke.
What's great is Calico. Can you give me a perception roll?
Sure. Where are my dice? 14.
14. As you kind of look off of the deck of the Sky Whale, you do see something flying across the sky. You don't recognize it exactly, but it's odd. Don't think you've ever seen a bird that large before. You don't pay too much mind to it, but it does. You do notice it as it soars through the sky.
I'm gonna watch it, let it pass, and then I'm going to actually go see if I can find Ajax.
Okay. As you go off the Skyway, we return back to the train itself, where Celtis, alongside Elliot, have knocked on the door, and you hear the knock that only you know, saying it's clear.
Okay, then, I think also, like, the sound of metal scratching metal is not very pleasant. So I opened the door immediately, setting Ricky free.
We're free!
You're free to roam.
You're free to roam this watery.
We're fucking hauling
Docklands.
ass to the beach now. Question, because Ajax let us out and we instantly charged. Do they have to dodge us?
I mean, it's not like.
Give me a dexterity.
Because when I say we're hauling
Elliot.
ass, it's like a fucking stampede.
Dexterity check, please, Elliot.
Elliot?
Ajax.
Yeah,
You said Elliot.
Elliot. Yes, because Elliot
Why
and
me?
Celtis are in front of the
I-
door.
Oh fuck!
And me.
Oh fuck!
No, I said Elliot.
Man.
No, you're behind them. You're not gonna get
Yeah,
stampede.
because I was like, I kind of like just opened the door, and when you do it,
Yeah,
you leave
like,
like
went
space.
straight past you.
A duck save? Or
I'm sorry.
duck save, right?
Yeah, you just might take damage.
Okay. It's a 19.
Okay, so you both. Funny enough, as Celtis kind of does like a cool little twist to the side to like avoid it, you jump up onto his shoulder, like kind of bounce.
Heck yeah.
Like, oh.
Yeah.
Like, you do like a little like quickly away from like shit. Celtis kind of looks at you like, oh, that was kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Thanks.
I'm sorry, you may say. So that's like, that's kind of rad, bro.
It's kinda,
Yeah, thanks, man.
Are you making fun of my voice?
No, I'm sorry. It was just like, that's kind of cool, bro.
He's just like, I can't help it. I sound like this.
No. I love it. I just exaggerated.
Also, I will tell you, there is a reason why Celtis talks so quietly.
I love him.
I love him. I put him in my pocket.
But yes, you guys dodge. Ricky, I assume, where are you beelining it towards?
To the beach.
To the beach. Beach. Got to get away. I'm sorry.
Damn fucking
okay.
right.
And you're sure you want Icky to be with you going to the beach?
Yeah, the fuck. This is a group activity.
As you guys get to the beach and you start, you kind of get to the shores. They're very close to the station where you can see it's kind of like a coastal station where you can see the sand, the beach. You can see lots of people who are fishermen who also have like boats and things ready. As you start to take your steps into the water, Icky stops and doesn't proceed.
Do I notice?
No, yeah, hey. Yeah, I think I'd say you notice. Boss, I can't. I don't want to go in there.
Fuck you mean you don't want her? We've been in that
I-
car for the last 30 days. We need this.
But boss, it's going to hurt a lot if I go in there.
Do you mean it's gonna hurt?
I like staying dry. I don't like being wet. Can you roll insight for Vera?
17.
When he says that, something neuron activation activates, and you realize Icky is a land crawler and cannot get wet.
Motherfucker. Okay. You know what, Icky? You and Peppy are gonna stay on the beach. Fucking have him throw sand at you. I don't know what the fuck land crawlers do. Enjoy. I need this. I'm going in the fucking water with or without y'all. I'll be back.
Oh. Okay, boss, we'll be watching right here for when you're back. And then you can see him kind of dig his little feet into the ground, and now like he's like only his top half is on top of the sand.
That's fucking adorable.
And you can just see like Peppy kind of climb on top, and now he's just sitting there with his overly sized pants. And they kind of
Yeah, I'm
salute to
fucking
you like,
going for the dive. Oh my god, it's like when you see like a fucking cruise off. I got my little
oh my god.
I got my little
Pulls out the bottle of
entourage
champagne to
saving
break it
on.
on the ship. Yes, that's exactly what it looks like. As you dive into the water and you disappear into the... Have you ever seen that meme of the homie when, what's it called? The homie after the group meetup ends,
Who doesn't have
but
a
he doesn't have a
license?
car? Yeah, and you just see him fucking walk into the sea. That's what it looks like Ricky's doing. He just walks into the sea, disappears.
Return to the homeland.
For a moment when you say walked into the sea, I imagine like walking over the water. It's like, bro, is now Jesus? What the fuck?
Bro's Jesus.
I am God.
Yes, he turns to broccoli, yeah. He looks like steamed broccoli.
Yeah, like all bright and like when he gets a tan.
And for you guys, Ricky just disappears into the ocean.
Gotta let
Checks
the
out.
pool vacuum be.
Checks out.
All right.
Once I get deep
as,
enough, I want to use item right now.
Fucking genius. All right, hold on to that, because I want to return to the ship just for a second.
Ricky's just a
train.
loot creature, like a loot goblin. Motherfucker is looking for seashells on the beach.
And so as you leave the land whale, Ajax, Celtis has his little board and is kind of like writing some stuff off, and says, "Now we've reached Oshido. There is someone who you need to meet first before you can continue with any other scheduled activity."
All right, and I'm thrilled to hear all about it. But before that, and Ajax just gets a little closer to Celtis and puts again a hand in his cheek. Are you feeling better? Have your wounds healed?
He kind of like tenses up a little, and he shakes his head like,
Okay, that's good. And please let me know if you need anything else. We can take a small intermission to have you checked again if you need to.
I think he tenses up more, kind of like how in anime where like you like as they tense up, like their fucking art gets like shittier, like kind of like that. And you can see him shake his head again.
I guess Ajax saying this like takes a little step back because he doesn't want to make Celtis uncomfortable. So what's the itinerary looking like?
Okay, before Celsius says anything else, I imagine that Elliot's still on his shoulder throughout all of this.
Oh wait, I forgot.
and when Ajax like steps back a little bit to ask that, she just goes, "Wait, Ajax, watch this," and adjusts the cloak to where it's like fully on her body, and just like hand and balls into Ajax's shadow.
Oh, where did she go?
Oh, he kind of like snaps back into it. Oh, yeah, Elliot can do this thing.
I'm gonna tap the bottom of Ajax.
Oh, oh. Kind of like realization is hitting as he remembers something similar happened to him. Oh,
you can see.
I guess you figured it out.
I'm gonna cast message and say, "Yeah, I figured it out."
I can only imagine the cannonball, the running.
Yeah, I know, right?
Wait, have you heard that sound like the little drop of water hitting like
the doorp?
Like that. That's all I can imagine. The tiniest drop.
Are we in a good time for a food break?
Yeah. I think.
Hold on. We're getting to that part. God damn.
We're excited. We're finally reached our destination.
Seems the party's a bit split. Team Oshido isn't as unified as Tenza's Rest, it seems. A little everywhere. But as you reach and like Celtis starts like before they can explain anything, there's a hand, a very like tough and large hand that gets placed on his shoulder. Say, I can take it from here. And as you kind of look up, you see someone who seems to be much taller than Celtis. And he takes out his big, kind of like very girthy hand and points it to you, Ajax. You must be Prince Ajax.
Do I know this person? Like, at least did Celtis got to tell me who this was?
They were about to tell that. They told them that they will take charge.
I put my hand forward, like give him a firm handshake.
You kind of like put your hand. You can barely even try to wrap. It's like his hand completely covers your hand, and he shakes you up and down, like firmly, and like he kind of lifts your hand a little. People around here call me the Chief. I'm the Chief of Oshido. Name's Cole Castador.
I'm so sorry, my Overwatch brain activated Cole Cassidy.
Cole Cassidy. My name is Cole Cassidy. No, my name is Cole Castador.
Can you spell the name so I can save it in my notes? I always forget to.
You should ask him what time it is.
What time it is? No, we know what time it is at.
Not high noon.
It's past your bedtime.
That's how he spells his name. His name is Cole Castador.
Okay, thank you, because I had to put this on in my notes.
I was given word from I think you know who, big guy. This man's Pops, and he paps kind of baps his shoulder, like it pats on Celtis's shoulder or back, like really roughly. You can see like Celtis kind of like moves forward as he's like patting his back.
Before you continue, how does Cole Castador look like?
Imagine someone who has the build of a dwarf, but they're like elf-sized, like long, girthy, large limbs, like big, beefy fingers.
Okay.
Mine is fucking muscly.
What species is he?
From what you can discern,
Yeah, like from what
he seems to be elvish.
Okay.
At least you can't really tell very well since he's seems to be wearing a helmet.
Okay. Perfect.
And it's like a helmet that has kind of like a line square visor where the eyes would be, kind of like a line.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like kind of like a full bucket helmet, kind of like one of those full insulated helmets.
It's like after being shaken by this very beefy tall man. I was like, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about you from my good friend Waterfowl. You know the general, right?
No, yeah, I'm familiar with the general's reputation.
He's a great guy. I've known him for, as you can say, a very, very long time. But you know, he can be a stick in the mud about stuff, and he like gives you like a nudge, but like it kind of like takes the wind out of you, like when he hits you.
Yeah.
But all right, I was told to give you a little bit of the rundown of what happens here in Osho and why it's relevant and important to the people of Ixton.
Of course. Please lead the way.
But of course. What's it called? And you guys are off into the city. And with that, we will take a small intermission. So, Carmilla, Shade.
No.
Oh, my fault. Okay. Lefrab.
Yeah.
Hog. Kit 3.
Yeah.
Auralia.
Here.
Ricky. Elliot.
Yeah.
Ajax. I almost forgot the Star Smitten. There you go. Maribel.
Hi.
And Pigeon Boy.
Your mama.
Pog. Okay. Everyone. Oh, and Calico. Calico Aspen Topaz.
How could you forget me?
Oh.
Is you fucking left.
Because you left the fucking party.
After all you've done pretty easily.
That's crazy. Me personally, I wouldn't take that.
I cast Fireball.
I guess fireball in your immediate location.
U.S. government.
Okay, give me. I know I did roll call, but I forgot the piss. I'm sorry.
I thought my Discord was bugging and everybody was just fucking dead silent.
And like he hears something, and like he looks around for a second, kind of like almost not paying attention to the group anymore.
Will we hear this call?
Yeah, but not as like very lightly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I was wanting to mention to Cole that we have another party member, but he kind of flew away. He's not here anymore.
Yeah, mention it. Go ahead.
We actually have another member of our band with us, but he flew away to look for something. He should be back at any time.
What do you mean fly away?
Well, we have an Arakroka warrior with us.
You pique his interest. Arakroka warrior, you say? Orange sash by any chance?
Yes, actually, and bluish feathers.
He puts his hand like on the back of his helmet and kind of like rubs it a bit. You telling me? Is his name by any chance Ferrier?
Yes, that's his name.
Gives you a hearty laugh like, no kidding, you're telling me Ferrier? My boy knows you?
Yes, that's a matter of fact. We've been an adventuring party for a little bit over 2 years.
He like he starts to rub the top of his helmet. No wonder I thought I was going crazy when I heard that car. You're telling me he's here in the city?
Yes, actually, I was hoping he will help us find you, but like I said, he kind of flew away. Most likely he's looking for you.
Oh, don't worry, I can handle this. And you can see him as he like takes in a huge like puff of air. You see how his chest super expands as he does this, and he just shouts at the top of his lungs. No one can hear that because it cut out, but that's fine. But for you do hear him do this huge, large scream, and you can hear it in the distance. His
Fuck
voice.
Yeah. And I can tell what direction it's coming from, right?
Yeah, I'd say.
All right, I'm gonna beeline it. I'm gonna finish the last of my wyvern. I'm gonna beeline it.
I'd say like you can tell it because like the sound was so loud, it kind of parted the clouds a little, like it pushed them to the side in that direction. So you definitely know which was coming from.
Where's my dad?
Everybody makes a Constitution saving throw to make sure you save your eardrum.
I lost like 2 decibels of hearing. Thank you.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I actually might do that Constitution saving throw for everyone.
What?
What the fuck?
You're right next to that.
No,
God
that's
fucking
fair.
damn it.
Constitution, you say?
Yeah. What?
You rolled a 4.
I got an 8.
Wait.
Maribel, did you save your eardrums?
What role am I doing again? I'm sorry.
Constitution
saving throw.
Yippee.
Hey, Dex, did you roll with advantage?
I got a 6.
Shit.
Ajax, why don't you roll with advantage? You do have familiar.
I don't wanna roll for myself. I worry about my friends. And the lowest roll is Maribel, so roll with advantage, Maribel.
Yeah, because some of us are not selfish,
Yeah, I
right?
cannot give advantage to everyone, but like out of the 3 of us, excluding myself, you rolled the lowest, so
what
roll
did
with
you
advantage,
roll?
Maribel.
Give yourself advantage. Huh?
No, roll with advantage.
God.
The cat is looking at you, Maribel. Roll with advantage.
The cat is staring at me.
Prolong eye contact.
Oh no!
Prolong eye contact.
No.
Wait, what?
I rolled a 4.
Well, you go with the highest number, which was the highest of the two.
6.
It's a 6.
So, everyone except Ricky, because Ricky's underwater and safe from sound. All of you fall to the ground, and you just, I won't make you take damage, but like your ears are super ringing. Like you feel like you just got hit with a flash grenade, like, you know.
Oh.
Tinnitus for the win.
I mean, the men blew the clouds from the sky. We're like,
And I will tell you, Celtis was unfazed. He's just standing there. And Celtis goes to Ajax because like you guys fall to the ground a bit after being startled from this, and he takes his fingers and he presses them up against your ears, right, kind of closing them, and he does like a little like vibrate shake. And when he lets go, the ringing stops.
oh, thank you. I really need it. Can you help them too?
And he gives you like a nod, and he goes to like do the same thing to Elliot and Maribel.
I think Elliot stands up and just stares at the ground, like wide-eyed, like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Oh. Oh. What about you, Maribel? How are you feeling after getting your fucking head shaken a little?
I'm just fucking staring at Freyr.
I'm not
As
there.
you see him flying in. He's definitely flying in. Like,
He's rapidly approaching our direction.
Just like this motherfucker. Why is he
As
always
you
doing
kinda,
this to
like-
us?
and for how do you land? How do you land as you get to your friends?
I am beelining it straight for the ground as fast as I possibly can. And
Can you do a dex save?
So it doesn't crash.
yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah. I want to see that. I want to see that deck save to see how.
We had to do a con
well
save.
you
He has to do a
perform.
dex save so he doesn't break his beak in the ground.
Or his bones. His fragile little bird bones.
14 plus 3, 17.
17. Okay. And
you.
give me a performance roll. See how cool it was.
I gotta make it look cool.
I mean,
Yeah,
if you
why not?
describe
want.
it, superhero landing, some shit like that.
I got a dirty 1.
So
'Cause my
you
charisma's-
landed perfectly on the ground, but it in the most awkward position ever.
Face down, ass up.
Yeah, it's you kind of land right in front of Cole. And Cole looks at you and like kind of picks you back up, but realizes
now
you're
knows you
much
intimately.
taller than you were before. Oh fuck.
The
They
music.
look at you and like, well, you're much, much taller than I remember you being, boy.
I got lucky.
Well, you bird folk are all strange to me, but that's all right. I'm just glad to see you home. And he kind of grabs you and then gives you like the harshest noogie ever. And would it kill you to write once in a while?
Sorry, I haven't gotten into the habit. I still can't write.
So you're able to grow like 3 feet, but you still can't hold a pencil and write?
Hey, I got a new last name at least. I can't write that either.
What do you mean you got it? He like lets you go. What do you mean? And he like crosses his arm. What do you mean you got a new last name?
Oh,
Was
well,
Casador not enough for you?
Well, you never said I had your last name.
He bonks you on the head. You stupid? I raise you. You grow up in my home. I feed you. I put you to work. I give you everything you do. And you think you don't got my name?
Sorry. I don't know.
And he kind of looks
thought
at
you
you
were doing
guys and it's like, see what I got to deal with? Kids.
It's Tion. I made it up. But is there a good reason for it?
And what's that good reason?
I promised myself to a couple of people who I love very much.
And he looks at you. And you got married and you still didn't decide maybe you
No,
could write.
not yet. I figured I'd save that. I got a couple people I want to invite, and you're gonna be on the list. And I want you to be on the altar with me when we do it.
He takes like a moment of silence. I think we're going to need to sit down and have a chat after the tour.
Okay.
How about you do me a favor while I deal with Prince over here?
King?
You know where the
Actually.
home is? March yourself over there,
Oh,
and I'll meet you there.
darn it. All right. I'll see you guys later. Don't try not to make him yell anymore. Oh, actually, that was my fault too, huh?
Really does a little wave. Bye.
Bye. See you later.
Ajax also does a little wave, but he feels bad for how Freddy's being treated.
You can hear Cole give like a big sigh, like, ah, kids. You don't got any, do you?
No.
Good. They could be a handful. I mean, with all the women you surround yourself with, I'd expect you to at least have one.
No, not. I have not thought about that.
Oh, so these two aren't your. Oh.
Oh,
My
no.
mistake.
They're just my adventuring party, and Elliot is like a sister to me.
He kind of like gets taken aback a minute. Oh well, now this is awkward. He kind of rolls the back of his head.
Yeah. Elliot's face is just like, eh.
Eh?
You know how like whenever people mistake siblings for partners, like ew, no.
Vomiting rainbows off to the side right now.
Isn't it worse to get mistaken as siblings when you are partners? Because that happens to me and Alyssa all the time.
I mean, who knows? Yeah, it happens in reverse. It just happened.
I guess. Sorry, I guess I assumed too much because, well, Red One stinks of Dragonborn, and I thought, because you're always around the boys. Makes sense.
Maybe we can resolve this doubt, having a conversation about that.
All right. Well, it's dawn will be breaking soon, so we might as well head to my home. Frigga should be waiting there. Well, what do you all say?
Of course, that would be good. Very thoughtful.
Elliot just gives him a little nod.
With that, you can see him start walking off, and the Celotus kind of luring behind you, but something feels off to him. He feels like there's something watching you guys, but hasn't said anything just yet.
Oh, I was gonna ask if I can do a perception check if there's anything remarkable around the town that we should notice.
Yeah, go for it.
Yippee! Perceive.
Would we notice that Celotus is walking behind us, right?
Yep,
Kind of has always been his thing. Kind of always walks behind the party.
That's an 18 plus 5. That'll make it a 23. 20. Huh? 23. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you do notice that Celotus seems a little more off because he seems to be looking a little more around than he usually does.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel a strange sensation of being watched as well.
So you said he was walking behind us, right?
Yeah.
Can I just slow my pace a little bit to be next to him? And I just tell him, let me know if you can find the source of whoever is watching us. I don't have a good feeling about it.
He gives you a nod,
And I kind of go a little faster to be next to the chieftain again.
Before you do, he does lower his head and he just tells you, since we've landed, something smells like him. I think you know what I'm talking about.
Ajax gets a little star opens eyes. I just tell him to keep watch.
He gives you a firm nod.
Did I hear that?
We're whispering.
Perceive.
So you're whispering? Perceive? Okay.
Give me a perceive.
Okay. Come on. Perceive, bitch! Perceive. 10.
What's your passive perception?
13.
You catch a glimpse of it and you hear him. That's all you hear.
Oof. Phew.
Okay, so I guess when I hear him, I'm just kind of like, I'm just gonna turn my head towards Velitis and Ajax. I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm just gonna like raise an eyebrow, like, huh?
You can see
No.
Stealth kind of straighten
Wait.
up a bit.
Real quick, did I ever told Elliot about the meetings? No, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
You did.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
you did.
so I forget because
We had our little squabble.
Oh yeah, sorry.
How could you forget the squabble? I'm hurt. No, I'm kidding.
I'm a
I'm
goldfish,
kidding. I'm kidding. I know, it's okay.
Okay. So you guys approach his home. It's a quite small, quaint home. It's a little more on the outskirts of the city. You'd assume someone who's leadering this whole place would have something a lot larger. And you notice something as you have to go through the city a bit to get to it. As you guys are actually going through the city, because you mentioned, is there something you notice? But you roll pretty high, so I think you do. You notice there's a statue in the center of the city that you guys pass, but it's not a complete statue. It seems like it was an old statue. It's been there for a while, covered in a bit of moss, sea foam probably, from the sea winds. What's it called? And it's just a pair of legs. That's all you see. But you see, like, it's kind of like diagonally cracked, so there's a little more of one leg than there is the other.
Before I ask him any questions, can I see, because sometimes statues have plates describing the person or the scenario that they're bestowed upon. Is there anything that I can read from the statue? My passive perception is 15. I don't know if I can get the.
You notice the plate, but it's in a language you can't speak.
Ah, damn it! Darn it!
What language is it?
Perceive.
You know, what language is it?
Perceive.
Perceive.
Can I roll a perceive too?
Wait,
Yeah,
can you
give
tell
me-
me
give
the
me some
language? I don't know if I
perceive.
speak it.
You don't recognize the language. Like, it's just a language you don't know.
Yeah, but like, you as a DM, can you tell me player?
No, you don't know the language.
Oh, okay.
As a player, you don't know the language. That's why I was also emphasizing.
Like
not only
I
you
said,
don't know it.
you
Fuck.
don't know.
Ah. Oh my god, those are definitely words.
I rolled a 16 for perception.
Okay. As you guys are walking past, you guys are kind of all with that same thought. It's like, that's a strange language. Ajax can't really read it, so they don't give it so much mind. Maribel looks at it and says, gives like a like, I might have seen this somewhere. And walks past it. Belly, you stop. And you look at it and you say, huh, that's weird. This plaque, you realize this plaque is written in Tallow.
What does it say? Can I read it?
It says very, like, in very short words, men created in the image of, and then the rest of it is kind of like scratched off, kind of wore down over time.
Can I grab Cole's attention?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Excuse me, Cole?
He stops for a second, turns around, and he's like, and kind of lower himself to your level. Yeah, is there anything I can do for you, little miss?
Has this statue been here for a long time? Like, how long? Before people, like, started, like, building homes and everything here?
You give like a puff, like, yeah, actually, like I was mentioning before, there were some buildings here that were just here, like you were meant to be found. This statue is one of those things. Weren't really able to tell what the rest of it is. Hell, I don't even know what this plate says on it.
It's written in a very ancient language that I recognize.
Well, aren't you well educated? Well, if you know what it
I'm
says,
gonna
man,
whisper.
tell me.
I feel like you know more things than you're telling us. Specifically about my last name.
He hears that, takes a moment, and whispers back to you. I'm sorry, miss, if I make you feel that way. But everything I've said so far has just been at least my truth.
You're telling me you don't know the name Starsman?
Takes a moment and he says, nope, not a clue.
And not in a whisper. I'm just gonna keep walking. Doesn't say anything important on that plaque.
He stands back up. He's like, he just keeps walking. As you approach his quaint home, and as you guys now enter the home, you see Freer, who is standing next to the table, his arms kind of like held, feathers kind of held together, and you see the table is set, and the room is clean, actually, quite clean.
Hi.
Kind of proceed. As they proceed through, well, it looks like you haven't lost your good mannerisms.
I still do my thing pretty well.
Good. Go and fetch me from the box over there a couple of drinks for our guests.
Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna go open the box. What do you guys want? We got some water. We got some other stuff. What's in the box, actually? As a player, what's in the box?
You see, there's a variety of different things. It seems like it's filled with ice, and it has a couple slabs of different meats, a couple of uniquely shaped containers that have like water. There's one that's a wine that still is being chilled in there. There's a small like kind of barrel, like a medium-sized barrel, something like someone by themselves can drink, of what seems to be labeled grog, and it says under import and says rest.
Oh, you have this stuff
And
too,
just-
Dad?
And he kind of goes, for your drinks.
Sorry.
Some water
Here you
will
go.
be fine for me.
Awesome. Yeah, here's the water. Here you go.
Thanks. I guess Ajax is a little off-put because he's not very much agreeing of how this man is treating Freer.
Yeah, go for it, Crib.
Elliot, Maribel, you guys want anything?
I'm okay.
Maribel?
I think I'm good.
Okay. Should I wait outside? Or...
Well, that's no way to treat your friends, is it? Why don't you sit beside them?
Okay.
As you all kind of take a seat, Celtis comes close to you. Ajax and says, I'm going to leave for a moment. I'll leave you in the hands of Cole while I go inspect the thing that we spoke of.
I'm just gonna whisper back to him. Just don't take too long.
He gives you a nod and looks to Cole. Cole, I will leave you with the air while I go take care of more business in the city on his behalf. Well, looks like there's some things that don't change, do they? All business. All right. Get. And with that, you can see Celtis leave, closing the door behind him. And as swiftly he was there, he's gone. You guys take a moment to drink your drinks. whoever has their drink. The environment's a little tense. He himself is drinking a grog. You can see him kind of like, what's it called? He's a little odd, since for such a big guy, you think he'd be chugging a thing. No, he has a straw. He's using a straw to drink through it. So, aside from, introductions and meetings, I didn't really get a clear message from Waterfowl. Mind telling me what brings you truly to Oshido?
I believe I've stated my intentions before. We're here in a diplomatic mission to fix relationships with Inkstein and other nearby towns.
Oh, bullshit. Cut the diplomatic crap. Tell me why you guys are really here.
I assure you that's our only goal.
Boy. He kind of comes over to Freer. Tell him the real reason you fuckers are here.
Well, I mean, that's what Ajax said is pretty much true. I'm here to see you, mostly. And yeah, we were just getting up to some stuff. I did some humanitarian aid in the other city up north, but that's about it.
You tell me you came here, all the way here, for a day trip?
I planned on being here a little longer, so I kind of wanted to hang out with you, but if that's a problem, I can always leave.
Is that true, King? You came here all the way just to prance yourself around, pretend you care about people?
I'm here with no pretend. Like I said, and I mean it, the disaster left by the last ruler of Inkstein needs to be fixed. People affected by his mistakes need to be compensated. And we are looking forward to building stronger diplomatic relationships.
What the hell do you think we want that you can offer?
I'm not here with savior pretenses. We just want to establish better relationships within towns.
How? Tell me, enlighten me.
We want to offer our aid where it's needed, and if not, we just like to be in good terms with the people of this town for future instances where we might need each other.
We don't need this so-called aid you're talking about. We've done fine for years.
I mean,
there has to be an actual reason you're here, aside from we just want to help.
With all due respect, I think that I've stated my intentions multiple times. You yourself have said that one of the struggles of Oshido...
And I'm calling it bullshit.
Maybe we should have this meeting later on, so you can see what our true intentions are. Since my words don't seem to convince you, maybe our actions can.
Be honest. I don't see you with that withered face really seizing you.
Can I interrupt really quick?
Yeah, go for it.
I still have my ring of mind swapping, I believe it is.
Gasp.
Gasp. What exactly can I do with it again?
When you tap onto a individual, you can temporarily switch spots with them, like mind and body.
Oh, that's a little dangerous if you ask me.
But could prove useful.
Well, also remember when you try to cast message on this guy, it didn't work.
It's true.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like a good idea, but let's take all the conditions.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to it for now.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm gonna
Keep
that in mind.
it there. Yeah, keep it there.
Continue.
I just kind of look at him and I was like, if you feel that our aid is not welcome, we'll be more than happy to leave your town and not disturb you. Only thing we ask is to have a day of rest.
He crosses his arms, takes a deep breath. Fine. I'm gonna keep a watch. You can stay in my home for tonight.
And we wouldn't have it any other way.
Don't go poking around your nose where it don't belong.
Understood.
People are fine with it. And next time, boy, don't visit with this kind of company.
You got it.
If you could direct us to our place to rest, that will be very appreciated.
He nods over to Freer. You know what to do.
Well, got it. Come on, guys.
While we follow Freer, I whispered to Elliot, I need you to send a message to Ricky and tell him to mess the engine of the train.
To what?
Can you do that?
To mess with the engine?
Yes.
Okay.
We clearly need to stay in this town more than one day.
I agree. I'm not leaving. He's hiding something.
Also, if you could give the same message to Salatus, that would be very helpful.
Okay. I'm gonna send both messages to Ricky and Celotus and relay what Ajax told me.
No. Okay. I will say that Celtis does receive the message, but as you guys are walking down the hallway, kind of like a corridor, reaching the rooms that Tree is guiding you toward, you notice a door, slightly creaked open.
I don't want to enter the room, but I want to do an Arcana check on the room.
Yeah, go for it.
The way you open your eyes.
Oh yeah, baby. That was. Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It was
Can
a
we
19
clip that?
and my modifier is +4, so it's a 23.
Clip that.
Can we clip that and make it into into one of the soundboard options?
Yes, and every time you get a 20, it just
Please.
It's a 23, a 19 +4.
Pika, please get me that sound. 19 plus 4.
Or Arcana check in the room that is slightly open.
You walk past it, kind of doing a little bit of a magic check, kind of like indirectly without it, and you feel like an unwavering amount of sickness. Like you kind of like it stops you. You have to lean against the wall, makes your stomach churn. Like it's a sickening amount of magic that is kind of leaking from
Is it
that
making
door.
me sick because of the amount or because of the type of magic?
I'd say both.
Okay. Can I
I'm gonna-
tell what type of magic it is with my roll?
You have no idea what magic this is, but it is potent.
I'm gonna try to like catch Ajax as he hits the wall. Like, are you okay?
I'm not gonna tell them this just yet. It's like, yeah, just a little dizzy.
Okay. Come on.
It's
Kind of like pick him up, kind of try to.
Mhm.
What's the word?
like over the shoulder type of carry.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. As you guys continue to your room, we move over to Celitus, who has been scouring the tops of roofs throughout this small city, and following his ascent. To you guys, ascent can be like something like very vague that you don't really see, but to Celitus, it almost feels like a visual thing. You can see a trail, and this one is kind of like a sickening purple that he's sniffing down and following until it leads him to a tea shop. Re-enters. You can see the trail leading up to it. An odd individual leaning against kind of the bar of the tea shop. They're different. Their hair is neatly tied up, and they're well dressed. And they approach slowly. Calico, you feel like something is watching you at this moment. Can you roll for perception?
Sure. I also want to say that I'm definitely here with Jeremiah.
Okay.
Nat 20.
So you almost like in an eerie sense, you don't even need to turn around. You can like just take a sip and you know who's behind you.
I think I wave down an employee and get another drink and set it beside me.
He doesn't take a seat, but he gets closer to the seat.
Ajax not with you?
No. He's somewhere safe. What are you doing here, Topaz?
I'm not allowed to be here.
Not right now. There was an arrangement.
Who says I'm not allowed to be here? You.
Waterfall says so.
I don't answer to him.
There's a moment of silence. Feels like time freezes as it gets very intense in the room. Why are you here, Topaz?
Well, I was thirsty, so I went to a tea shop.
No. You know what I mean. Why are you here in Oshido? Of all places.
A business meeting with a colleague.
I will not let you take any step towards the king.
I didn't even know the king was here. Not until you showed up.
I can tell you're lying. I can smell it.
How rude of me. This is my partner, Jeremiah.
He kind of looks at Jeremiah. Jeremiah's a little terrified of the environment you both created, but still waves. Celitus gives a very slow and cautious nod.
I'm not here to mess with you, King. I'm here on a diplomatic mission.
Sits there in silence, no response.
Your tea's getting cold.
I'm not thirsty. Tension seems to keep rising in the room. You can meet with Cole later. But since you're here, he'll save me the trip later. Waterfell does have a message for you. Do you choose to accept?
Sure.
He's too close to his goal, and he doesn't want you or Ida standing in it. Direct word from, I think you know who. So stand down. We're all on the same side, aren't we?
Can I roll an insight check on that?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh man. Roll a 7.
Jeremiah gives you advantage. I'll give you that.
Cool.
Jeremiah's a fucking bitch. What do you mean he gets advantage?
Roll a 19. 18 plus 1.
You notice a slight bit of hesitation when he said that. He still does quite a good job at concealing it, but there's definitely hesitation there.
I think I put down some coin and push my drink away and go, right, well, here comes Jeremiah. Looks like Ajax isn't going to be here. And I go to walk past him and I pat him on the back. And I go, it was nice seeing you again. I just want to see if he jumps or anything. If his back is still a bit.
You touch him, but it's like the little bit of skin that you can touch is hot. You can see like there's a little bit of frill to his mane.
As I'm walking away, I turn back and say, oh, since we're all on the same side here, you'll know who else is on our side. And you'll know that I'm not to worry about with your king. You should have let me have that meeting with Cole. And I walk out.
Well, you guys can see he's kind of like the silhouette, like the back of Celotus, kind of like camera pans out for a bit. And just a slight, the very end, as like kind of like frame disappears, just a teardrop falls. And that is where we'll end today's session.
What?
Why? No.
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 No, it's so early.
It's so early.
It's not even 9.
It's not even 9
It's not
yet.
even 9.
I mean, come on, it's a great place to end, all right?
No.
I will have my meeting.
I
Note
need
that. I will have my meeting.
Dun dun dun.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh,
I'm gonna die.
baby
Jesus
boy
Christ.
Celatist, man.
I need more.
Give me the spoon. I'm ready to cut my arms.
I will admit this new relationship with my dad is not something that I anticipated.
Can I kill him?
Like I was distraught because like, oh, maybe Freer's a little more comfortable. Is his dad? And then I don't remember who said it. I think it was either Jade or Alyssa. I was like, is that? Oh no, it was Rue. Sorry, it's starting to worry me. How
Yeah,
soft he
it's
is.
worrying how he's acting.
I was
Stab your
thinking
dad
it.
for you,
It's
don't
giving
worry,
he's
that's
traumatized by this man.
Yeah, it's less respect and more fear.
Yeah,
I will
fear.
stab him in the eye for you, pal. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'll.
I was
I
like,
will-
Can I
I
take
guess
his
seems like a
teeth?
bad
Your
guy
daddy's
as soon
hiding
as
something.
He said like, "Oh yeah, Waterfell's a chill guy."
No, I was also like, yeah. In my head,
I
I
will
was
say
like,
they might have some similarities in their parenting style.
What? Night?
He
This is
knows
gonna-
something, bro, and
I
he's
will
not telling
rain-
me.
I will rain hell on whoever hurts my friend.
Listen,
me
Maribel
and Salem are
isn't-
gonna have to talk. It's gonna be great.
Maribel doesn't always
Yeah,
fuck
but-
with Freyr. Sometimes she thinks he's a little bit of a knucklehead and should,
Be
chill the
punished.
fuck out.
Oh,
But I'm the only
Big
one
ol'
that
butt.
gets to harass Freyr. Okay?
I will.
You may
tell
be
you
daddy, but
You ain't my daddy.
exactly.
I will say, I kid you not, that after that whole interaction with Cole, 100% Freer is so frustrated. There's like anger tears rolling down his face as he's just punching and like holes into a tree right now. Like he is like scraping his own hands and everything as he's like frustratedly punching out his anger through right now.
my body, my brother cries. It hurts me to see you like this.
That is definitely Freer right now. Wow.
Deserved.
It seems.
What
that
did you
everything
say,
is taking
you
a
pussy
dark
bitch?
toll.
Whoa.
Don't
let
you
me,
love
don't let me
when?
call your dad.
Don't make me call your dad. I'm sorry. That was
Don't make
so
me call
cold
your
when
mom,
you
you
said.
fucking
Literally.
I am sorry. That was
Jesus.
so cold when you said you should have let me have that meeting. Cause it was like the sensation. I was like, oh, it's so good, but you exactly portrayed what I was trying.
I think
to
the
say.
hardest line was like your teeth getting cold. I was like, damn.
I don't know. It's just in the context that was your
Yes,
teeth getting
it's the
cold.
What? I
It was
wrote
the first
something.
time
Don't
I
pay
ever
attention
felt
to that.
power over Salem. This campaign, I had to take it.
Can't wait for tomorrow's campaign.
Yippee!
Well,
You'll have
gamers, that's all that she wrote for this session, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. Lots of fucked up. Hey, I'll say for once it was backwards. Enzo's Rest had a fucking super wholesome, happy, great time, and you guys were depressed.
I know. This is what I've been waiting for.
I'm
Because
so
they hit a level
fucking
because
mad.
they want to be traumatized. We deserve at least 2. That.
Why are you mad?
We
that-
jumped to
Tell
level
me
7.
about this.
No. What are you?
Oh.
You hiding shit from me, man?
Hiding
And the
shit.
statue's
But
fucking
you are-
plaques and tallow, bro? Like, what does that mean?
But you guys are like very. I'm glad you guys are picking up on it. I was like, wait a minute, let me check this. I want to do this. Let me go
It's like, I want to do that, but I feel weird to be like, somebody already looked at it. Like, can I look at it too? I feel weird. I don't know.
No, you can do that because sometimes. Because think of it like this: if you look at something, do you think you're the only person who looks at it? No, isn't everyone doesn't stop looking at it because you're
True.
looking at it? No,
True,
no,
but
probably
still.
a couple of people are looking at it. They just got everyone's got to do their individual roles. Like, I rolled to like look at this thing and like I got this for it. It's like okay, cool. But I had fun with the session. I'm honestly I love Freer. I love the take what we're cooking together. It's almost like you're realizing Cole ain't such a great guy.
It's always the
There's some
motherfuckers with the southern
secrets.
accents.
I drowned.
Guys, I have bad news.
Forgot about him.
Ricky's dead. He fucking drowned.
I didn't forget. I just think that the way you
Oh my
said that
fucking
was
gosh, he
fucking
fucking
amazing.
did.
Bro walked into the ocean and never.
He
No,
never
that's
surfaced.
what I'm saying. Ricky, I have a mission for you. I need you to eat the engine. Eat the train if you can.
How could you do that to Icky though?
No.
Icky's the reason the train can move.
I'm not asking him to eat Icky. I'm asking him to eat everything else or ruin it.
Oh.
I don't know. Send Icky into a mission to find a golden.
The saddle
a
that
golden pearl
they
or
attached
something
to
like that.
Icky. The saddle they attached to Icky to run the train.
It's just like a little like plug-in thing. It's like a
treadmill.
kind of like
Yeah.
it's a little treadmill he can run on, and they have to plug him into something on his back, and then he just walks on the treadmill and he can like run as fast as he can, and the thing starts moving.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm gonna recognize Ricky's talents and abilities and give him a solo mission. From king to king, you know what I mean?
Poggy.
Poggy. That was a really good session. I'm very happy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That was crazy.
Only more secrets. Oishido is carrying so
When
many
Freer's voice got
secrets.
soft, I wanted to type Twink Freer.
Twink Freer.
I need to let my aggression out on Valorant. Who's joining me?
Nah, it's just traumatized for
I'll
you.
join you, I guess.
I was gonna play